do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you. I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.
I do this for the kids who sit a bit outside the mix, who maybe cope through humor just to fit in for a bit, who never let the world know when depression's setting in. To all of those who know you, that impression don't exist, and it ain't counterfeit, it's just a way to counter it. I'm living things I dreamed about, I still encounter it. It ain't something that a cigarette or alcohol can fix, but all because of it I flipped it quick, went on to write some hits. This a success, off another breath. This the first step in searching to be nothing less than be the best in what you do, to prove their strength in being you. Learn so much in chasing dreams that I never would in school. Depends on where your passion lie, just know passion never lie. Life presents distractions, but your actions have to fortify the things that you believe in. Have to scream it like a battle cry, and leave the ones who didn't looking stupid while they're asking why. Couldn't lie, I really do this for the ones I love, those who treat the music as a vice and lyrics like a drug, those who need advice on how to lift their spirit high enough to break out of the box they make up lives they know aren't good enough. Just because it's how it is don't mean it's how it has to be. This is what the uninspired testifiers fail to see. Jealousy results from being that which others fail to be, and if it means you're not with me, that honestly sounds fair to me.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.
Do this for my mother, she'll be working for the summer. Do this for my father, cause these days I often wonder what my life would have been like if I was not adopted. To grow up in a home where I was treated like a problem, I don't know, it's just a guess. Your guess probably good as mine. Lucky that I grew up in a home that wanted me to shine. Lucky that I grew up around some mountains we were taught to climb. Without that inspiration, I don't think that this would be my life. Do this for my friends who've scattered all across the country now. I'm out in Sweden walking back through life so I can write it down. Make a living off of sound, so crazy to say out loud. I'm the biggest thing since Travis Rice to come up out the town. Sorry, gotta stunt a little. Used to have my dreams belittled, but it's all a part of it. I know people's minds are fickle, lines between reality and dreams I blur like faded nights. Come up been so good for me, I wish that I could make it twice.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertold, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to the right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight pack and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge, but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henry the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, assume position. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. Welcome to Marantz.
If you ever want to wake up in the morning and feel, just make yourself feel good, right? Like you're just like, I'm gonna feel good right now because I'm gonna hear some nonsense. It's these dudes over here on TikTok. They're hilarious, man. They're trying to figure out the battle, the ongoing struggles of the origins of the channel, origins of my birth, basically, and it's all funny to me. So, hey guys, keep doing what you do over there. They said, I bet Marantz is like a fake Rico. Hey guys, I'm getting a phone call right now. I don't expect this phone call, so I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. I did reach out to a couple of key individuals that I need to talk to for my investigative journalism that I'm doing, but I'm not going to take that phone call today. Not while I'm live. It's crazy. I actually went out there and I started working on some stuff for the channel today for you guys, give you guys some information. I saw some headlines and I want to go over them. We're going to review a lot of the meltdown. I found out I really like the meltdown. Hey, meltdowners, you guys put a lot of clips together and a lot of stuff that's very interesting, like I'm interested in, that I want to read. So, guys, keep posting on the meltdown, please. I'm not afraid of it. I'm cruising in there because I see all the haters, but yet they're not haters. These guys actually like the information we put out because we've already destroyed a lot of the profits or the false profits that were pumping out AMC, pumping out Bed Bath & Beyond, and now anything else they want to pump out. But we'll go over all that. I'll go over the chat with you guys. We'll talk about last night. If you guys are not familiar with what happened last night, at around 11 o'clock last night, or actually 10 o'clock last night, I told my wife, I went to her like 9:30. I said, hey, babe, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to go ahead and post the James Janney interviews that I clipped. Like I have little bits and pieces, and then I also have a big portion of the interview, like an hour and whatever. And the reason why I did it this way, just so everyone knows, I'll give you a whole rundown right now. Hey guys, welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, whatever it may be. A lot of episodes. We built this community from the ground up. Over 9,000 investors watch the channel and hang out, and I just want to say thank you for that. Okay, that's just first and foremost. But when I was doing some homework, I got an email a while back. I got an email in like October. In October, I got an email. Actually, you know what? It was my wife's birthday. It was the day after my wife's birthday. So it was September, and at the end of September, and I got this email, and it said, "Hey, Marantz, we're checking out your channel. We like your channel. We want to feature your channel on a documentary." And I was like, "Cool. Like, who the hell are you, and why are you contacting me?" And this is right after, if you guys know, you already have the Illuminati. She already came out with a documentary and put out some clips of us and misrepresented me, myself, whatever it may be. You also have Dan Olson, who came out with that whole documentary about not financial advice and misquoted some of my takes and my images and my videos. And that's okay, to be featured in a documentary. I guess people, that's what they all want. They want this recognition, and a lot of people want to do stuff like that. I don't really care, per se. Like, it's not even in me to care. And I know people think the opposite. So I'll explain to you how this all happened. So I do this interview with James Janney and his producer. First, I talked to one of his producers, and I talked to him for like 2 hours. I did not record that. It was just me and him talking and getting to know me, the channel, the feel for who I am and what I represent. And they're like, "Man, you got this channel and you got this following, and you guys are in there and you guys are talking about GameStop, and they want you to say things a certain way, or they ask the questions in a certain way." And I tried to articulate the answers the best way I can to defend the information, as I call it, right? So in my first interview, which was in October, okay, this is like 3 months ago, my interview, I did the interview, and I recorded it. It was me and James. We went one-on-one. It was kind of cool, and it was very cool, actually, to do the interview that way. So that's the interview that I just posted last night. So I clipped it, cut it up to what I could post. I was very respectful to James, and I even told him that I would post it. I messaged him, and I said, "Hey, James, I'm going to post that interview of us that we did, but I clipped out the parts that we said were off the record, respectfully, because there's times when we're talking, we go, hey, this is off the record right here. And we will do that just from a journalistic integrity standpoint, right? In a content creator stand, we're just like, yeah, let's be respectful to each other. So I messaged him and I let him know that I planned on posting, and he did give me the blessing. And he said, Marantz, do what you want, go ahead and post them, no problem. Cheers. And he was like, yeah, cheers, good job, whatever. So I clipped them up the way I wanted to clip them up and post them. So the bulk of it is on part 1. There's 6 parts right now. So that's just the 2 hours that we talked after I talked to one of his producers, whatever. So then I did those. Fast forward to Christmas. The day after Christmas, the 26th, I believe, or was it New Year's? I can't remember. It has to be Christmas or New Year's, one of the two. I think it's December 26th, yes. He let me know that he wanted to do another interview. Now, from that standpoint, from October to now, which would be in December, they're infinitely more educated on the process of private equity, MOASC, GameStop, everything. Remember, I gave them the bulk of the info. If you guys watched the interview, James is all in. James is listening. He's like, okay, I'm learning so much, and he's taking notes and he's doing everything. On the second interview, it was nothing like that. The second interview, they sent over a script, a sheet, and it had all of these questions on it. And right away, I went to the mods of the channel. The mods know this. The mods, I'm not making up a single word here. And I went to the mods and I said, look at all these questions, guys. Here's what I got to answer, like whatever it may be. All right, I'm ready. I went to that interview with 0 sleep. I had lost my voice, and it was very painful to stand there with I felt like I had a spoon stabbing me in my neck. Like, it was that dull of a pain, but hard. I couldn't even project my voice. It was really bad for me personally. I did 7 hours. No, 5 hours. I'm so sorry. 5 hours of interview right there in that moment. And I was exhausted. If you guys know my work schedule that week, I had worked 6 days that week. I had worked over 70 hours at work. In addition to doing YouTube, in addition to doing a Christmas party with the whole family coming over. We had over 40 people in our house. Just think about 40 people. Like, you can say you got 10 people in your living room. Think about 40 people. Literally 40 people. And you're just like, man, that's a lot of people in one living room. But, I live in a mansion. No, it's not that way. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the whole background behind it because the next videos I did, the ones that I clipped that I'm actually going through right now, I'm literally going through it right now as I'm talking to you guys. I had put it on pause just to go live. I did it all morning. I'm like figuring out, what am I going to clip? How am I going to clip this? Because it's so cookie cutter. It's like, here's the question, here's the answer. Here's the question, here's the answer. But with like breaks in between. Okay, we got a good take. That's a good take. It was really a production piece. I've been in commercials before, and I remember I had to repeat the lines like 5 different ways, and every take was something. And then they had it in this order. They were like, okay, you're going to be in this chronological order on the commercial with 4 other people. And the next thing you know, my whole part of the commercial was the number one part. It was like at the end of it all. I thought I was supposed to be in the middle, and they were like, no, we moved you to the end because this is what you did, this is what you said. And I was like, okay. It was a production piece. And that's what I feel with these questions and the recording, the way they asked. I feel that the documentary is going to have the produced piece, right? Not the one I just posted. The one I just posted was their introduction to me, the channel, and GameStop. I doubt they used the majority of that content. I think they're going to be using the other one. And the other one, I mean, they really dialed in. They were like, so what happens when MOASC happens? And what happens when this happens? And explain this again. Explain private equity. Explain the connection. And it's like, when I was getting asked all those questions on the second one, it was, I went and made Connect the Dots part 52 or 53 or 54, one of those videos where I was like, look at this. All these companies that got shut down during, the buy button getting taken away, those were all private equity darlings. Like, I finally did that research because of the way they were asking questions. I felt a certain way about the second interview. I'm not happy. I'm not mad. It's not that. I felt that it was structured in a way that you could misrepresent what we represent. And what I represent here in this building, that I do this show. So that's why I wanted to show the interview. I wanted to show it, unedited, uncut, over an hour and 10 minutes yesterday, if you guys watch it. And I took a bunch of clips, some other clips from other portions of that interview that I could show. I showed that to you guys, but I just do it so that you can see the integrity I have and the way I answer my questions. I'm letting you know now, I felt I represented myself well in the second interview, but I promise you, after 5 hours of answering questions with no voice, whatever it may be, the answers were so short. The answers were so, like, they'll do something like this. Marantz, tell us how you got started on YouTube. And I'll be like, hi, my name's Marantz. I started on YouTube because I never saw good videos coming from AMC crowd. And I decided, it'll be so like and when you see it, it's not really me per se. It's an exhausted, no voice me. And it's just unfortunate, but hey, it's okay. I did my best, and hopefully it represents us very well. And I just want to give you guys some background, okay? Gaming, this is not even all of it, Swish. This is just stuff that I actually stopped playing console recently when I started the YouTube channel because I wouldn't find time to do research if I was doing console still. I can do computer games in between doing research. That's the best part about it. That's why I play League of Legends. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I mean, this is nothing. You guys should see what we grew up with. And then in addition to what all my kids have, it's crazy. I don't know who can do this. I can do this for you. I'll show you something. Hold on. Don't worry. But I don't know who can like do this, right? 2 PS4s and that aren't even being used. Legit PS4s that I could just go like, hey, I'm going to go sell these or I'm going to go trade them in or whatever. No, my wife's like, no, we need them because we need them. Like we just save them for if you want to connect to the internet or you want to watch TV and play Netflix and play a video game for other kids and grandkids. And yeah, we're not getting rid of nothing. So that's just 2. I have another PS3 and another PS4 in the other room. Like all these guys who claim that they're getting, collectors or you're not a GameStop guy. You're just in it for this. Or it's laughable. Like I can show you that whole show over there of like PP sheets in them where they claim that they're Ryan Cohen. What GameStop stuff do they own? What do they own? Like, what do they post? Nothing. You tell me what. I asked Bill Pulte, you play games? Oh, I play Counter-Strike. I was like, what? What boomer-ass kid is it? This guy's younger than me. And comes out, I play Counter-Strike. I was like, okay, what's next? StarCraft? I mean, dude, get out of here. This is just gross to me. So he's going to be bragging about how he played SOCOM back in the day. I can't do it. So, yeah, we're legit gamers, sure, whatever it takes. And my daughter, she plays the Switch and the Wii stuff, and we have that too. So just like that. So I'll get to your thank you so much on the whole thing. We're gonna talk about a lot. Is your background made of GameStop shirts? No, Kevin. I have 1,000. Right? I have so many GameStop shirts. Don't let me over exaggerate. I probably have about 200 to 300 left. But those are GameStop bags. And I have so many GameStop bags. I use them for everything in the house. Like literally everything in the house. If I'm going to go travel, we're traveling with GameStop bags. And I don't care who's doing it. So, yeah, sure. There you go. I still have my best friend's PS4. He died in 2014. I'm like, that's wild, bro. That's wild. That's the kind of friend you are? That's what you're doing, bro? I'm joking. That's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Hey, I named the title of the show, What's Up With You, Enrico? Don't publicly display differences unless you're joking with each other. Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever it may be. I don't know. I don't know what his problem. I don't talk to him, guys. That guy, I don't have his phone number. There's nothing to talk about. So, yeah, I couldn't help you out there. But I put 7410 the title. If you guys don't know what 7410 is, that is the price per ticket to the Atlanta meetup for Bill Pulte and the PPC show and that whole group. And I don't know if he's trying to like distance himself from that crew because he's still hanging out with Kai's in Twitter Spaces calls, which is crazy to me. Like Kai's is the PHM board member or soon to be, whatever it be. But I don't know who's picking sides here. And I don't know what they want to do, if they want to be respectful to each other, how they want to do it. But you see, I'm the type of guy. And I'm just telling you, Bill, I know you're watching the show along with everyone else. I'm the type of guy, Bill, that if my buddy does somebody wrong, all right, I disown his ass. Straight up. I'm just telling you. I don't allow people like that to hang out with me. Snakes, backstabbers, nothing. Because I can't trust you. And if I can't trust you, I can't hang out with you. I learned this, growing up, sure. But like my wife was like real about this stuff. I was like, huh? My wife had a friend who only dated married dudes. Swear to God. I'll say this out loud. I don't even care. And I was like, yo, babe, she's nice. She's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. She's like, that's why we ain't friends no more. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, and not that, it wasn't even about me. It wasn't about my wife. It was about somebody else. And mom was like, yep, we don't talk to her because of this. And I was like, yo, are you serious? She's like, that. I was like, well, she goes, that's the way you are with about someone. And she starts giving me examples. And I was like, yeah, I guess I am that way. Yo, this is crazy. All right, so I'm going to work on that. So now I'm out here in the YouTube land, and I got all these people who are so loyal, right? Or they're buddies. Tonko Native made a video about me, and I don't even know about it. I'm supposed to watch it. I forgot to watch it. But I'll watch it. I'll watch it with you guys. You guys know I will. We'll watch that shit on like 2.0 because he's so slow. But all these guys, I mean, you had all these guys like Suit and who are these other punks that I don't talk to anymore? That you guys know their names. I don't know them. I don't even know who the hell they are. I forget about them. But when they show back up, right away, everybody reminds me, yo, Marantz, that's that dude. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember, punk. And it's just not, because I just forget names after a while. I try not to hang out with you. So, but we go through it. We go through it just the same. So I'll be watching a lot of videos today. We're going to be listening to a lot of clips, a lot of reaction out of me. But let's get our first reaction about something amazing. And that just happens to be the stock market. We're not even going to look at this yet. We're going to go over here, right here. So first we're going to look at the charts, guys. If you guys are looking at the chart today, the high today for Costco stock, 696. Listen, I asked for a stock split on this, but I don't think I'll ever get a stock split on this thing. And I'll explain why. I have some insider information. Sure, I want to explain it to you. So the first thing is, this is the chart. You guys know the daily chart. I've shown you just crazy up. They did a special dividend of $15 a share, which I just reinvested my dividends on that. Some guys cashed out. A lot of my friends cashed out their checks because it's thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's like, it's money, it's coming. And I'm just like, yo, that ain't me. I don't need to pay taxes on it. I'm saving for the rest of my life. But this thing's going to hit $700. I don't know when, but it will. It was at 682 this morning, all the way up to 695, 96. And I'm just telling you from my standpoint, I saw the lines at China. I saw everything. But I've had the pleasure of talking to Jim Sinegal, who is the creator and founder of Costco. One of the creators and founders. Jim Sinegal is right here. And he shops at our store because he lives he lives in the neighborhood where I live. Not my neighborhood, but he lives in the city. That guy lives in the Vintage. The Vintage is a very prestigious country club. But which, if you guys don't know, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Get back in there. There you go. John Elway lives in the Vintage. Bill Gates has a house in the Vintage. And my guys remember Grandma Nina? Anybody remember Grandma Nina? Grandma Nina, who passed away 2 years ago, coming up on Valentine's Day, which feels like yesterday, unfortunately, because it was a sad time for my wife and myself. And Grandma Nina used to work at the Vintage, at the homes. She actually was what did they call them? She was like a property manager, but for a house, like she was in charge of the whole household. Like she would go in and make sure the cleaners were doing their things, the gardeners were doing like everything was going on in these compounds, and they're very massive houses. And I believe she worked for the Hoffmans. So I believe his name was Walter Hoffman. He owned Flying J Airlines. They sold to FedEx. They were extremely well off. She also worked for another family called the Pucketts, another family called the Halls, Evelyn Hall, and all these families are in there. Well, guess what? Jim Sinegal's in there as well. So you have to be well off to live in there. And they live in our city. Anyway, back to the story. So I see Jim one time, and it's always like, hey, how you doing? Like I just saw him a couple months ago, walk straight up to him. And I just walk up and I go, hey, Jim, welcome home, blah, 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 talking to his wife. And what I'm doing, to be honest with you, I'm stalling him because I'm hoping that the other parts of the management team get to show up and we all greet him at once. They like to be recognized, these guys. So I recognize him from afar. I just threw everything I was doing. I just walked up. I'm like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, how you doing, Marantz? I'm like, well, here's the story. Here's what we're doing today. Here's what we're averaging. Blah. Just having that talk. But in there, I go, hey, Jim, I got a question for you. I said, when are we going to split the stock? And he looked right at me. He goes, son, I want this stock to be prestigious. I want the price to be high because I don't want people to want to sell it. And if you want to get into it, you got to commit. And I was just like, okay, that's his way of thinking, right? Like, it's not my way of thinking, it's his way of thinking. So I was like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. So when he told me that, it's always been in my mind whenever I say, oh, these guys are going to split one day or they're going to do, I think they want to have a stock like a Chipotle, like an AutoZone at the time, or like, what are the other big ones other than Amazon and, everything else out there. So I think they want a big number. That's what I think they want. And then when they do a split, maybe they go 4-1. Maybe they go, I don't anticipate them going 10-1, but you can imagine. So 695, that's a great number. GameStop battling back today, got some of it back. It's a Friday, guys. The markets, is it Friday? It's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. So the markets are closing out for the week. It's fine. They got beat up all week, and now they're coming back, having a little bit of a comeback. 482 is, in my eyes, all-time high, right? So 482 is all-time high on the SPY itself. So is it undefeated? Are we pumping all the way through? I guess we are. I guess you just can't predict if the SPY is going to win or lose at this time in my life. Eventually this is going to break 500. And when it does, who knows how high this market's going to be propped up and how far it can come down at that point. Because the retraction will be to what? 20% from there is going to be $80. At 500, it's going to be $100. So it could come down back to 400 even. And I'm looking for 20 to 25% if you think what's really coming our way. So none of these numbers really make sense for me. It's unfortunate that this can't recover. AMC can't recover, but that's in terminal decline. If you see it, it is unbelievable. To hit $4, to be at the $4 mark right now, that means it's worth nothing. I saw Mullen Automotive at $7. That's after 225-to-1 reverse stock splits. There's just no way you could put in $10,000 last February and you are only going to have $7. I'm serious. Imagine that. Imagine having 10 grand, you put it into a company, and you come back a year later and you only have $7. That is Mullen Automotive. That is corruption. That is from within. And you guys can't paint it any other way. I don't care how many headlines come out. It's all nonsense. So I'll be reading the chat in a little bit. But before we actually read the chat, let me just say this to the chat. Hello and good morning. And I'm trying not to curse here at Thundercats. I hear you. Your little daughter's watching today. I'm not a bad man. I don't say bad words. I try not to. If I've said anything previous right now on this show, I apologize if I've cursed. I don't think I have. But Marantz is definitely a gamer. Thank you so much. Already listened to them. You already watched the I put them out last night at like 9:30. So anyway, I was telling the story. I was telling my wife, I want to finish this thought before we go on to the stock, before we go on to all the fun stuff. And excuse the clips I play, Thundercat, assembler, and I see how he spelled assembler. Excuse the clips I play because it's not me that I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing a lot of Bill Pulte and a lot of maybe PPCs. I don't know who I'm going to be playing. It's just whatever's on the meltdown right now. The flavor of the week that I'm going to be reading. So anyway, this is how the story goes. I call Almo. I say, yo, Almo, I'm about to upload these. I'm about to go with it. Almo starts, talking crap to me, calling me a crybaby, saying, why were you crying on the stream last night? Yesterday, you ain't a man. You over here teary-eyed. You ain't nothing, bro. You weak. And I was like, yeah, homie, say that shit over the phone, dog. All right. Oh, excuse my language. Oh, my God, I just cussed. No. So I don't know if that's really a curse word for you guys, but it is for a lot of households. No, Almo had my back last night. So he understood where I was coming from. And so I told my wife, and she's like, hey, what if they cut you out of the documentary because you're going to post all this stuff, And I was just like, this is what I said, babe, they can cut me out. Like, it's not going to change my day. Like, this is how I feel about a lot of things. Like, what do I care? I built what I could. I've done what I can. I put up videos where I can. And if they choose to include the truth into all these documentaries they put out, great. Then that's us. If they don't, we're status quo. We're still in the same spot. It's like when you apply for a job and you don't get it. And it's like, who cares? Why are you upset that you didn't get the job? Guess what? You didn't have the job before you applied. You applied and you still don't have the job. Nothing's changed. So let's just go back to doing what we were doing. That's all I'm saying. So I'm with you. Someone's over here talking about, nah, head to head on live. Nah, there's nothing to talk about. I don't talk to those guys. So thank you so much. But But was Almo wrong, though? Bro, don't even start with me. Can somebody wake Almo up and let him know we're here? Hey, shout out last night while we were watching the presentation of the documentary, right? Like live. I do a premiere. I show it live. Everybody's watching. An hour and 25 minutes worth of video, whatever it may be. It was like an hour, maybe 15 minutes, something like that. Here it comes. My daughter's new. You were talking about her. Ears perked up. Full belly laughed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Crazy to think about it. She's been listening her whole life. That's awesome. Thundercat's awesome. I'd give her a shout out by name, but I don't know her name. But I'll just say this. Young lady, if you're listening, your dad is a smart man for letting you listen to this show because you're going to learn a lot about life, a lot about investing, and it's a whole lot of fun. So when you're old enough to watch it, you'll know exactly what it is. So that'd be awesome. My kids as well. You know, I talked to my daughter last night, and I said, hey, honey, your 401k, it came in the mail. Like she got her little tax stuff for 401k and some investing. And I said, hey, can we have a conversation about that? She's like, no. I was like, what? Like, why wouldn't you want to talk to me about that? Like, I'm the guy you want to talk to. She goes, no, I don't want to talk to you about that right now. And I was like, okay. So then hours pass. I'm in the lab here, but she brought me ice cream. So my daughter went and got ice cream from Handel's. I get some handmade ice cream. I don't even know what it is. And she brings it to me. She knows my favorite ice cream, butter pecan. She brings it. She goes, here you go, Dad. Like, whatever, right? And I was like, yeah. She's like, hey, you want to have that talk now? And I'm like, yo, what? You threw me off when you were like, you didn't want to talk to me. Yeah, I want to have a talk. I said, sure. Babe, just load up. Just load up. She's like, but, I really can't afford it. She's like, explaining it to me like her finances. And I go, no. You live here. You can definitely afford it. You can't afford it later. But remember what I tell you guys, and this is for anyone. I don't care how old you are. Okay? If you can invest now, whether it be a 401k or it be, buying individual securities, I don't care how you do it. You just have to start throwing money in. That money's not going to make you money. That's not the way it works. Right? You're throwing in portions of money on a savings. And yes, they do have this rolling interest, but I want you guys to know that the more money you throw in and the faster you get it started, those first 5 years are more important than the last 10. So for you to say, you know what, I'm young enough, I don't have to do it right now, I'll do it when I'm 50, or I'll do it when I'm 40. Well, you just wasted 5 valuable years where the cost of living is minimal when you're young. Can you imagine what it costs you when you have all of this? House, cars, kids, insurance, everything in front of you. I wish I could be 19, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Hell, I wish I could be 30 and do what I'm doing now. But you live and you learn. So, yeah, we had those conversations. So when these guys are asking for $74.10, if you guys are not familiar with what I'm saying, Bill Pulte went out here and said he's charging $74.10 a ticket for the Atlanta meetup. That means that the price per ticket from Florida to Atlanta has dropped 85% in tickets. Then he tells them, don't resell. What the hell? Who's going to want to buy more than $74 a ticket? Like, who's going to pay that? First off, they already lost all their money in every investment that you told them to buy. And I don't know how much bonds cost right now. Like, I don't know. I can assume, but I don't know. I can't even look it up on Webull. So I don't really know what they're buying, guys. I've kind of given up on that whole idea that these guys know what they're talking about. Well, I haven't given up. I know they don't know what they're talking about. And I'm going to shed a lot of light on that today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go from there. I want to be 60 again. A legend of me. I hear you. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. I appreciate that. Appreciate the likes, everything. I must have missed it. What documentary are you in, and when can we catch it? Kevin, there's a documentary coming out in March. It's about GameStop. It's about the communities that grew after everyone sold, apparently. And we're the cults, we're the fools, we're the ones still holding on to bags, however they want to call it, right? So you can be intrigued by it, but apparently all the smart guys are the Rod Altsmans and the Joseph, Joey and Rod over there at GME because they sold off and they don't own it anymore. And now they bought into Playboy, and you can see where they lost $1 million, right? With their woke capital. Because these guys are not as intelligent as you think. I tell you what, you can read 5 books from, or I only know of 3, but you can read books from Peter Lynch. You can read books from Ben Graham. You can watch interviews about Warren Buffett. You can do all of that. And you'd be infinitely more intelligent than any of those guys on any show that you guys see. Read a book called The Plunderers of Wall Street. I believe it's called The Plunderers of Wall Street. And it's about private equity. And The Caesar's Palace Coup, there's another book you can read. Barbarians at the Gate, another book you can read. I mean, there's just so many, right, that you can just get bits and parts of it. I forget what book I read. It was about Macy's. It was about May Company, Macy's. God, I read it was a digital book. It was on my thing here. And that's what I prepped myself for when I was reading about Peabody and Drexel and seeing how retail got manipulated out of the whole sector. So right now, today, just announced on the 18th. What's today, the 19th? So yesterday it was announced Tailored Brands filed for bankruptcy. And I'm like, there's another one. There's another one. And I told you guys this back in, I guess, March, April. I'm doing Connect the Dots, and I'm telling you, Tailored Brands, Sue Gove, board of directors. You guys know what it was. I told you guys, Joseph A. Bank. It's all the stores in the mall. Guys, stay away from Tailored Brands because I'm telling you, private equity's involved because these individuals that are in charge. It's a small group, small circle of people that get really rich off of this stuff. So there you go. Marantz secretly looks up to Rico and admire. A-Dog, come on, man. That's embarrassing, dude. I've yet to look up to anyone who's 40, single, and narcissistic. I can't do it. So it's never going to happen, bro. Sorry, got to go on a field trip in Alabama with my daughter. We'll watch later. Great weekend, y'all. Amber, go on that field trip. Alabama's like an hour away. It's far from where you guys are at. So I wish you guys the best of luck over there on the Panhandle. But yes, have fun. Paper cup night tonight. Paper cup night tonight. I don't know what the hell that means, paper cup night. Plastic cups. I do plastic cups. And the hoodie. You like the hoodie? It was given to me by all the moderators. They bought the hoodie for me, and they sent it to me for Christmas, so I really appreciate it. Similar to your intrigue, with the meltdown, I follow all this ish to poke an attempt to poke in holes in my belief. Oh, cool, Kevin. I guess that makes sense. Won't pay for it, but if I can find it, I'll take a peek. There you go. You don't have to pay for it. It's completely free. That's another thing that I came up with last night when I was talking to my wife. My wife says, if you're going to do this and you're going to do the show and you're all about your people, she's like, then be about your people. She's like, don't put it behind a paywall. Don't do stuff like they would do. And I was like, you're absolutely right, babe. I was just trying to reward. This was my thinking. It wasn't, I don't think like that. I don't think like, hey, this is an opportunity for me to make money. No, I was thinking like, hey, I want to reward the people who actually support the channel, support me. And I was going to give them access to the interviews, right? Solely. But I said, nah, the information's for the public. It's for the people. So I'm glad that it was well received, the interviews that I did post. And I've gotten nothing but amazing feedback from everyone. And Badass Trader put out a big post on Twitter about me and the video, and even put a link of one of the clips that I put up. And it's because you guys know about the ripple effect. That's what he's talking about. If you guys don't know, paper cup means that you have to hide your drink, watch TV with the kids. Amber knows. Oh, my bad. I had no idea. So the ripple effect and or the butterfly effect, it works twofold, okay? And I'm going to explain something to you guys. So the initial environment that you're in is a stable environment. It's like a pond, right? That's your world. And when you get breaking news or when you get a headline that you read and or some information, it can create a ripple. It can create a big rock, right? You throw it in, boom. And that has an initial impact on you, the awe moment, right? Like you're shock and awe, like, oh my God. That's the first connect the dots. And over time, you forget what you heard and or it doesn't have that big of a effect on you. You're not shocked and awed. You're like, and you're everything goes back to normal. But that initial disruption was the building block of something. For me, with the channel and with the information I give, I constantly try to keep throwing these boulders in the lake. so that it never just settles and it's never okay. I want to make sure that you understand that your environment's getting disrupted with this info and you're just getting smarter and you're just putting more rocks in your ruck, as I call it, right? Because you learn something. There's a mindset here. It's like your ruck or your basket. We can do it both ways, right? I was in the Army, I used to wear a ruck, or I work retail, I work at a grocery store, you get a basket, you fill it up. At some point, you have so much stuff in the basket, it starts overflowing. And you can't hold anymore. That might be your memory. That might be your education level. That might just be what you can recall. My job is to make sure that this basket never gets filled and that it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you condition yourself to do that. And or if I have a ruck on my back, I can keep putting more rocks in my ruck. I never take them out. The more I put in, the stronger I get. The more steps I take, the stronger I get. The more I get accustomed to carrying it. The more I get accustomed to walking up that mountain with more info and more info and more info. So that's the way I present my channel. That's the way I present the info is like, hey, you may have watched one episode. You may have watched one video. You need to get to the next one because it's always something different, something new. There's a nugget in there to learn. Hell, right now you're probably learning of this mindset. So, this disruption, this breaking news, it might rattle your environment. It might change the way you think, or it might influence you to do a little bit more due diligence and homework. That's all it is. And you never know who you're going to affect. You never know how they're going to react. You don't know any of that until you do it, right? I'm not a big rehearse guy. I don't rehearse things. I don't get a script and I don't go, okay, I'm going to read all these lines and I'm going to get it right. I'm not an actor. I'm a reactor. I literally will react in the moment. I'll rant, and it's off the top of the dome, and it's how I feel at times. And that takes a different set of talent, right? But I don't fault the guys who read scripts, and I'm like, man, who wrote that? How do you present it? How do you do that? That's awesome. Me, I remember Drumline. You guys remember Drumline? Nick Cannon, he's a drummer. Devin. And Devin's the best drummer. He could do all this, but he can't read sheet music. But he could do all this. He got all the skills. Can't read sheet music. So I got all this, guys. I got all this. I can speak. I can walk the walk. I can talk the talk. I'll kill in an interview. But I didn't have the investment side of it. I didn't understand so much to the markets themselves and how they operated. So I had to teach myself a lot. So I'm in here and they're like, there's no way you're not going to business school. You're not doing it. I'm like, business school? That's what we're talking about right now? I don't have an MBA, so therefore I can't speak on it. Well, I'm sorry to tell you this. The guys who go to business school, there's so many to choose from, but only the elite get hired. And why do they do it this way? Because business school is like a farm system for the private equity firms, and they don't have to pay for it. They already did all the due diligence in the world. They had to qualify you to get there. You had to make sure you had your bachelor's, and you had to pay them a fee to make sure that you're serious about this. And so when the private equity firms go in to scoop you up and hire you, they already did the vetting process for you, the business school themselves. So that's why they're hiring from Wharton, right? And I look at it that way, or UCLA Business School of Management. So I know what I'm looking at. And I'm the outside looking in because I'm the guy from the street. I'm the cut. I literally grabbed the book and I just started reading. But I also have to interpret it for you and do the show. So it's a lot for me. It really is. And I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I hope you guys respect the delivery and the videos. But I assure you the info is legit. It's legit. And I never had to really defend myself. I let everyone else know that because people started doing DD on me and they were like, oh no, he's absolutely correct. So it worked out. But I'll keep going on with the channel. I'm just talking right now. So that's what the show is. I just talk, whatever it may be. You could send smoke signals and reach more than 10 people. True, you can. And for me, I just want to tell you guys, yeah, so anyway, back to talking about Badass Trader and what he wrote. He said, you never know who you're going to affect, just like I never know who I'm going to affect. You know, Dynamite _41, DANAMITE _41, YouTuber, Dynamite. He has 98 subscribers, okay? He talks about GameStop every day. He loves it. He has a very particular way on how he delivers his videos and his message. It's not for everyone. It's for some people, whatever it may be. I support him. And I tell you his name. I tell you everything. And I watched his show this morning. He had 3 people on the live stream. That was me. That was me 2.5 years ago. That was me almost 3 years ago, where I would only have 2 to 3 people on a live stream. But if you have the right message and you understand what you were looking at and you're reading and you dedicate yourself, it can change. And it can change fast. Or you could be me and you could grind it out. So I'm talking to my wife last night. I said, baby, I'm going to put up these videos. She says, okay. What happens if they get mad when you put them up? And, what happens if James, pulls you out? And I said, it's okay. I made it this far with the crew I got. That's what I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with me. So luckily, James wrote back and said, Marantz, you have my blessing. Good job. Cheers. Or it would have been a battle. No, it wouldn't have been a battle. I'm forever thankful that so far it's been on the up and up. He has been sincere. He's been professional. So a lot of people ask that question, is a hit piece coming? And you know what? Come on down. I can take a punch. But yeah, thank you to Badass Trader for flapping his wings and creating this environment that I'm sitting in now. Because without Badass asking the question, Marantz, what about private equity? He probably didn't even know the effect it had on me at the time. The effect was I didn't know what he was talking about. And whenever I hear something I don't know anything about, I go right back to the lab and I start doing homework. Because it's something where I'm like, yo, I got to know about that. I have to know. And that's just who I am. So, but let's get back to the chat and then we'll hit up some of these clips that we're going to talk about today. And thank you to everyone who's come to the channel so far today. Right now, just an update. Costco $6.94, GameStop $14.56, and AMC hasn't moved in 3 years. Okay. And TikTok, what are you guys talking about over there? Cool. So they obviously know I'm not Rico Knows because apparently my brother is live right now. Won't pay for it, but there you go. Got to run. Have a great day, Kevin. Thank you so much. Are you still hopeful that James Janney will separate GameStop from the others? It would be very predictable if he tries to bundle it with each other. Yeah, Trove, I'm with you on that. And if you try to paint us out to be, like we're a part of BBBYQ and or they're a part of us, I think it's I don't think it's very tasteful, right? So, but you already know I'm waiting for all that. North Star's back. Listen up, y'all. The wheel is not rigged. North Star 420, I'm going to tell you something. You've been wrong with me in the chat before. You did wrong on the Discord. But you're at the channel right now. And you were extremely respectful last night. And you were even defending me. And when we posted the videos last night. Because there was some shills that came through. But I want to tell you something beyond that. What was that, babe? Yeah, it's fine. You can go. You're not on camera. Nothing's going down. You're good. Here you go, babe. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I have to fight. You're good. Thank you. My wife, looking good as ever, walking in the room to get a step stool. Remember, she's 4'11", and I need a step stool to hang up all these bags on the wall. And so I took her step stool. I bought her that one year. Hey, hey guys, I'm a romantic husband. Don't ever judge me. I bought my wife a heated blanket and a step stool. And she has a heated blanket on the couch and in the bedroom. So no matter where she's at, she's in a heated blanket. She needs it. And then I even have her a little space heater when she's at the stool doing her makeup and stuff for her toes, for her feet, because she needs it. If you guys ain't doing this shit, I don't know what to tell you. Girls don't want jewelry. All right, they don't want roses, candy, chocolate, an expensive-ass car. They don't want heels, red bottoms. No, they want comfort. I promise you, especially for us. I was like, yeah, Mom, what you need? And then whenever you want to get on her good side, hey, I have the trash thrown, the dishes done, the laundry in the dryer, so she smells that fabric softener. She knows that we're doing laundry. I do all that, or then I'll go fold some clothes while she's talking to me. Literally, while she's telling me about it, can I hear about your day, babe? And I'll just start folding clothes. Be like, oh, okay, babe. No, that sounds great. Okay, boom. Boom. I'm getting 2 things at once, bro. I'm giving her attention, and I'm doing this. So later, when my ass is playing games, I'm going to be like, hey, didn't I tell you? Didn't I give you 10 minutes? Didn't I do this for 15 minutes? I mean, damn, babe. Look at it. I folded all the clothes and did all the shit. All right, put the bucket right here. I'll fold the clothes in between my game. Hold on, babe. Boom, boom. I'll do one sock at a time. I live my life. I'm a gamer, guys. I can't tell. What can I tell you? This is it. This is how I get through my day. One One day of gaming at a time, and I'm gonna die a happy man. I think you had it right though. Doing an early release on the members only side, but then dropping it to everyone once he released would have been bad. Wouldn't have been bad. Yeah, it's not for me, Stex. It's not for me to make. I'm not the marketing guy. I am the marketing guy. I don't. Are you kidding? I felt like people gave me so much last night. You know, to my brand, to my name, to my life. It changed my life last night. You guys have no idea what last night did to me. Yesterday's live stream and the release last night. I'll give you this example, Stex. We released a video last night, right? The interview with James Janney. I post it. We do a premiere. At the premiere, Funny Spider comes in. Funny Spider drops 50 free memberships for the channel. I don't even think people understand how big that is. That's a huge dollar amount. I mean, it's amazing. 50 people get free memberships from the channel. But what I saw was everyone who got the free membership, I only knew like 5 of them. It was all new people. And I'm like, yo, look at all these people that I had never talked to before that were either, hiding out, they're lurking, and I get to see new names. So then I pay attention to a lot of things. But Stacks gave Northstar 86,000 seconds. Northstar's not coming back anytime soon. Hey, Northstar, I'm just going to say thank you for supporting me the other night. But it doesn't change the fact that I think you're still trying to snake in on me. Because remember what I said, all right? I believe somebody about their character and who they are the first time. Just remember that. So, Stacks lot. Pops couldn't read sheet music, played from just his ears for half a century. I heard that, bro. And his dad's a great guitar player and collector. 30 minutes behind, Challenger, you'll catch up. Appreciate you, brother. Funny Spider, I know you do, man. I know you do. I fold with game breaks. There you go. I told you, Hot. That's exactly how I do it, man. He legit looks like Rico. It's funny. But I'm funny? Oh, cool. Who's better with the ladies? Like, this is the shit. Like, this is how you know TikTok are, like, literally adolescents. They have to be 12 years old. The demographic that watches, when Rico's right there like this, yeah, I got 175,000 people who watch me, bro. And I'm like, yeah, half them dudes are at high school right now hoping they get their game tape on. Like, there is no, I have adults. I got people with kids. This dude, I don't even know what's going on. This is embarrassing. This guy, who gets more girls? I don't know. Who wants more STDs? Who wants more motherless children? That's all I'm asking. Goodness gracious. Anyone know where to find Badass Trader on Twitter or anything else? Florida, if you're looking for him like that, I don't know how to find nobody, man. Hey, don't ask, don't tell. But you can look at my tweets, and then maybe you'll find out what I retweeted. Marantz is Monkey D. Luffy, and we are his crew. Now, I don't know who Monkey D. Luffy is. Luffy? I don't know who the hell Monkey. If your name starts with Monkey, I don't know you. And I don't want to know you. I love how you treat your wife. Well, how would you know? Are you here? Or do you love how I talk about my wife? There's two different things there. How do you know I don't just say it here and then I walk out the room and go, that's right, I said all the good things about you. Now get up in that kitchen. Girl, kid, punk, mama. Nah, bro, my wife will punch me in the eye, bro. Swear to God. Swear to God. I almost been there on the phone when she's on speaker and she's just talking that. She'll walk in, she'll be like, all right, that's enough. You guys can get off the phone now. I'm like, all right, you hang up first. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Nah, it ain't even like that. Happy Friday, Marantz. Thank you so much, Dane Slayer. I appreciate, man, Dane Slayer, dude. Dane Slayer's been around forever. Loving the new digital store on GameStop website. Cool. Awesome. Dane Slayer's a huge supporter of GameStop and the store. He shops there a lot. Don't ever let somebody say something bad about the Dane Slayer. Been around forever on this channel. So many damn blankets and pillows in my house. I heard that. Yeah, I know you dropped it last night. I missed all the shit and haven't had time to catch up yet. Oh, okay. Well, I'm also liking those new hoodies you're sporting. Gonna order a couple this weekend. Thank you. I play Counter-Strike and StarCraft. Badass Trader, don't start with me, bro. Don't start with me. This dude, I can't even. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I just noticed the new camera angle has changed. It's not only the new camera, I'm in a whole new room. I'm in a whole new area, insulated, a little bit better sound, and because I heard my echo on a lot of other stuff, but we're still working on the sound even here. I've got plans, guys. I've got plans. I just have to put these soundproofing things on the walls. I got to buy them at Amazon, so I got to check the price and I got to see when I can get them. It'll probably be like in 2 years, so we'll figure it out from there, and we'll just do that. Thanks for whoever made me a member. Been lurking for a long time. Philly Gearhead, you're welcome, man. One piece. The really high quality too, Dane Slayer. I wanted to keep that one. Oh, this one? Yeah, man. Hey, I like them. I like them all, bro. I like them all. I like the Mario brother. I like this. So there we go. That was supposed to be a compliment. Sorry if you took it the wrong way. Florida, I don't take it the wrong way, man. I just, I'm just messing with you, man. Yeah, if you love how I treat my wife, yeah. I've been married 17 years, or together almost 17 years. We're doing our best. That's all I can tell you. There's some new news out here on GameStop? Or that's just Birkenstocks? That's all they want to talk to me about? Okay. While Burt B's teens with Hidden Valley Ranch? Who cares? Like, why do they put GameStop into any, they just put them in any headline. And you see how the SPY goes up and Apple's up. Apple's just carries the whole damn market. Remember, Apple is just so massive, guys. People even knew the influence of Apple. But hey, people are buying up GameStop today. We're going to have some fun now. You guys ready to have this fun? We're going to have this fun. This is like an alternate dimension. Has to be pre-recorded. How is bro streaming on Rico Knows in this? Yeah, nah. Dragon Ball, the truth? I've never even watched one episode of Dragon Ball Z. How many years did you serve in the military? 5, Bucky. 5. I don't know if that really matters, but there you go. Here we go. So let me get to the chart. All right. So, well, first let's talk about this. Okay. I'm going to show you guys what I have on my screen. So the first thing I want to talk about is going to be right here. The PP show announces, this is PP After Dark, starts tonight. Is that the new name? Is that the new name? Are you changing it now, Pete? Because you don't want to get sued? You don't want this guy to attack you? Okay, anyway, tonight at 8:30 Pacific Standard, or Central Time, special guest tonight is Sean Dullinger, CEO of LQR House. He is a CEO who puts his money where his mouth is, and his company is actually on Reg Show being shortened to oblivion. Looking forward to learning more from Sean tonight, and he also has claimed to grow up with Ryan Cohen and his childhood friend. See you all tonight. Let's make this very clear, guys. I don't know what relevance that has to be a childhood friend of Ryan Cohen. I don't know how they're going to try to spin that to anyone. I grew up with an individual by the name of Jeffrey Webb. He played for the Kansas City Chiefs. We played on the same football teams. By me having that connection with him, does that mean that I played in the NFL? No. I grew up with Tyler Hilton. Tyler Hilton's been on One Tree Hill, Walk the Line the movie, played Elvis. He's a musician. He was in Taylor Swift music video. Teardrops on My Guitar. He's a love interest, I believe. And Tyler Hilton's been an actor. He married an actress. Tyler Hilton and I, very good friends. I know his mother, know everything. Does that mean that I'm in movies? No. Okay, just making sure. I went to high school. Let's see who else I go to high school with. I went to high school with Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day had, I don't want to say she had a crush on me. I'll just leave it alone a different way. But Aubrey O'Day was also a member of Danity Kane, P. Diddy. Does that mean I sleep with men? No. Okay. So this whole idea that you know someone, I just want to make this very clear, and then that makes you be successful at whatever you're doing. And why you're interviewing this failed CEO, I'll never understand. This company, LQR House, is a liquor company. And Liquor House Company has over $9 billion cash burn debt just this last quarter. I'm sorry, $9 million. They're a $5 million company. Why are you interviewing someone that has absolutely nothing to do with anything? I don't know what relevance this has other than to tag it and say that he was with Ryan Cohen as a childhood friend. I don't understand it. I don't know what this grift is. It's a failed company. Go look at it, guys. I promise you, I already did. I broke out the whole damn balance sheet for me. So I think I already got, it's right here. Look at this. We can go to the 10Q right here. This damn thing right here, and you're going to see it. $5 million worth of assets is what we're talking about. So to increase assets, and I look at cash and cash equivalents, it was just all cash, essentially. They took on a whole lot of cash. They went from having $7,500 worth of cash to now $1.8 million. So how do you go from there? How do you go from there? I've looked at this every which way on this company. I don't know why they would take out any loans or who gave them cash or how they got it or what they offered up. They put in their own money, whatever they call it. But from what I could see, this was a terrible business. You're talking about cash flow right here. Net cash used in operating activities, $4.5 million. So issuance of common stock services, $5 million worth of stock issued. They offered up their company. You want to know why it's getting shorted? Because the net loss last year was $1.6 million, and now it's at $9.4 million. Why is he talking to a failed YouTuber? Who knows? What are they looking for? Well, let's go look at the going concern. The going concern is their cash flow of operation, $4.5 million over 9 months. They have net losses of almost $10 million. They don't have a sustained business model. It's not what you want. The company has raised funds from an IPO and an additional $15 million from its public offering from October to November. They just IPO'd, and you want to tell me why it's crashing. Let's go look at the stock. And it's called LQR House. Oh my God, it's so terrible. Oh my God, why would I want to call this guy? Why would I say he puts his money where his mouth is? What the hell is this? What is this? Is this the pump? I want to know where you got this from, PP. Listen to me, because I've been doing this a long time, Peep. You tell me who called you, who told you this is the stock you should be talking about. From a stock that was at $5 and now it's at what? $2.41. This is the next pump and dump that they're about to pour onto you guys. Somebody is. Explain it to me. I'm talking about line by line. I live out in front of you. This stock was all the way up, sky high, pumping and dumping, pumping and dumping, pumping and dumping. And you're going to tell me this is shorts are attacking it? It was at 95 cents. And look at this. Pumped it, dumped it down. Now you want to talk. I can only imagine what's going to happen to this. I pray to God people don't watch this show. I pray to God people don't get their info the way they do. And I'm so legit about this and I'm so real because you guys can't even see the screen I'm showing you guys. Look at this nonsense. So sorry. This is the stock. This is the stock right here. Okay? PP, why you all of a sudden want to talk to this CEO? He's getting shorted? Yeah, a lot of companies get shorted because they're supposed to. But this was a pump and dump. You tell me this is the stock you want to do. IPO to now. This is what we're doing. It's called diluting the float. Diluting the float, shareholder equity, because that millionaire that you're on the phone with is playing with the house's money, not his own. He's literally selling off his company because that's how they cash out. That's what it is. That's what it means when you go public. Who owns this company, guys? Who's the private equity firm that's going to get in here and try to reverse it and or leverage it above along on their assets? Their assets are all cash. Why? Because they offered it. IPO right here. Don't tell me this is getting shorted. Don't tell me it's a terrible company and or he puts his money where his mouth is. He didn't put his money anywhere. Absolute nonsense how these guys are going to do these shows and try to tell you that they're interviewing somebody that's credible. Absolutely crazy. Back to the chat, back to the channel. Nonsense. These dudes. Yeah, so when they do the show, just remember what I'm telling you. There you go. All right, we're back. We're back. I'll read the chat more. I'll get back to you guys because I want to let you guys react to that one right there. That's retarded. But yeah. Can you say no? I can't do Connor. Get ready for the winter weekend. Connor, get ready for the winter weekend, even though winter's already been here for a while. The fact that you put and you're not your brother is hilarious. Yeah, I have to, man, because all you guys are idiots. Anyway. Yeah, King of the Pirates, sure. That was supposed to be a compliment. No worries, man. The stock is worthless. DRS GME, he's about to do an interview with this shit just to get people to get into it. Believe it. Believe it. Because we're just going to interview senseless and pointless CEOs. Like, we built up this community based off of GameStop, apparently. These guys built off their community to invest into what? Failed companies? Bankrupt companies? Leveraged companies? I don't understand. I don't know what the hell people are talking about right now and why. This is what happens when you let snakes in. Marantz, you may not remember me. Of course I do. But I know I may not be blocked for a bit. You're fine. I don't give a F. I believe I have never faulted in my decision. Holly McCallie will be Marantz in the Dumb Money sequel. Holly? I don't even know who the hell that is, but I'm down with you. And there's the TikTok ban. Oh, is that what it is? Like, what is that? Because I talked to Rico, or what happened? I don't even know what's going on. What did I do over there? What happened to TikTok? Why is TikTok mad at me? Somebody said that they're blocking and banning me. You know, these snakes, bro. Might be Rico's girlfriend, bro. Might be Rico's girlfriend coming at the channel. But it's okay. I'm gonna go live again. I just start the live right back up. I end it and then I just go live again. I don't care. One share on me, Marantz. Thank you. Holt. Oh, his name's Holt? I'll check him out. I don't know who that is. But is it me? What does 7410 mean? Christian? That is the price of a ticket to Atlanta to go see the Pulte home group. Pulte. I should say Pulte. Let's go see what else is on the website today, guys, on Meltdown. Because I have so much more to go over. Guys, I have windows open. We're going to be okay. But I want to hear what this stuff has to do. This me? Gets a shout out. Oh, they did mine.
Subreddit.
You know, they're in my Discord as well. We talk really well together. They believe in me. They believe in my DD for private equity and the way I describe Bed Bath & Beyond and AMC. They're like, Marantz, you're correct on both of those. You knocked them out the park. Why don't you see you're wrong with GameStop? That's the way they tell me. But they made a meme out of me. And, they took me, I wear a helmet, a space helmet. I have it over here somewhere. But I wear a space helmet during a live stream, during the earnings report. And I'm cheering on the stock, and I'm like, come on, baby. And then it just starts tanking. And you see the reaction to me. And then they made a meme. And they have me as an emoji on the channel. So I'm well aware of who GME meltdowns are. They're individuals who study the balance sheet, who try to talk about industry changes and fundamentals. And unfortunately, they're not seeing the transition with GameStop. By the time they see it, it'll be too late. I have a video called GameStop Hidden Figures. And for the individuals that see it, they're blown away, because if you look at the balance sheet, it's what I do for a living. They're hiding money in plain sight. They have a profit already. They're going to be profitable quarter 3, quarter 4. The T12 is going to show that. I don't know how you can really keep GameStop down after they show a profit of $100 million in a quarter, every quarter for the next fiscal year moving forward. It's going to be like that. So they're going to be coming in with $300 to $500 million a year, just cash. And it's going to happen. So GME meltdown shouldn't exist. They don't exist in my mind. Those individuals have come in to the chat. While you're live, they'll come in with their one-liners. Enjoy zero. It's going to go lower. I'll buy it in single digits. Things like that. But I think it's just a bunch of trolls out there looking for some interaction, and they get it. I give them all the interaction they want.
Got it. Yeah. It's interesting to. I'm maybe seeing if I could speak to some people from there as well,
sure.
Which might be interesting.
And he additionally said he wants to speak to people in the industry, and we end up doing more of that talk. So I do want to tell you, I was supposed to do an interview and a roundtable discussion with Plain Bagel. His name's Richard, and he's a financial analyst from Canada. But apparently, he didn't show up. I'm willing. I'm always willing. But he hasn't shown up yet. I was told that 2 weeks ago that we were going to meet up. And no, he's out of town. So maybe they'll call me up and maybe they'll do something different. It's weird. Do you see these promos over here for hymns? Look at this. Enjoy sex like you used to. Okay. Thank you. So these guys are going to keep posting nonsense on here. I just want to hear this one. Let me see what we got. Or is those, they're saying it's enough already. Yeah, I'm with you. Too much Bill Pulte on this site.
Our lives, most likely.
Dude, it was nuts.
I think we're gaining momentum.
Yeah, let's start off there. Let's talk, and then Sal and Jake, let's talk about momentum.
So let's talk about momentum. Okay, PPC is not here on these Spaces calls, but Kai's is a speaker on these calls. That's the crazy part for me. But then you have Michael as the co-host, Pulte. Like, if this isn't the biggest circle jerk I've ever seen, they can have all the fun they want. But I want no part of this. But listen, these guys, momentum. Like, it's not even believable. Like, I don't even get inspired. I couldn't, because the Napoleon complex does exist, but at least Napoleon was pretty smart on some things. And here you go, bro.
You know, I think in terms of success, it's not a word that you talk a lot about, but I think there's like some quote in the Bible. It's I'm going to butcher it, but it's like, to whom much is given, yeah, there's responsibility, but it's also like, to whom much is given, they get more. I don't know if you guys know which Bible verse that is. Maybe Plur, our resident notepad with a big, beautiful smile. And
it's funny you talk about the Bible and stuff. You know, I'm not this religious guy, but I want to tell you something, Pulte, right? Do you know why banks exist, or like why the interest of the dollar exists in general? You know, back in the ancient times, just so that we're clear, the Muslim brothers and the Christian brothers agreed to go ahead and let their fellow brothers borrow money at no interest. A lot of them did. And so you would borrow money and you would pay them back. And that's just known throughout the years. But somewhere in there, greedy little bastards built banks and said, you know, you can't borrow money for free anymore. You're going to borrow money. You're going to pay me back some interest. So, but Bill, we got a lot to talk about, Bill. I have so much to talk about to you in a little bit, but this is Bill Pulte right about now. Did I use this picture for the headline of the video today? I don't know if I did. Did I? I thought I was supposed to. Let me see what I did for the thumbnail. What did I do? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I did something else. Okay, that's okay. Can't carry a live stream for 2 minutes by himself. Oh, no. Twitter Audio is unfollowing you on my account, FYI. Oh, cool. No problem. Hey, buddy, I'm late to the chat today. I'm here. I just got done training some people who don't listen. Oh, bro. Lift your knees. Lift your knees. Okay, we're going to talk about this tweet for a second, okay? It says, Grandpa Pulte appoints Aunt Nancy to lead the Pulte Family Charitable Foundation, entrusting her with hundreds of millions of dollars. William J. Pulte cries. She's a fake family representative, bankrupt, unsuccessful, and upset about not being in Grandpa's will. So which one is it? The fact that there's only two people spoke on behalf of the Pulte family group, Will Pulte and Will Pulte. He's talking about himself and his grandfather. That's it. He's not talking about anyone else. Maybe these guys are smart not to speak on it. You know, somebody was misposting last night on Twitter. They were like, Mark Pulte sells a house, and that's his uncle. No, that's his dad. Mark Pulte is Bill Pulte's dad. Okay, I know he doesn't have the same name, and that's where people are trying to get, they're losing it. They don't understand. This guy gave him his own junior, okay? But he puts on here, Nancy Rickert is a totally fake and phony put up by Ryan Marshall to scam investors to go against the wishes of the Pulte group. No, not at all. Not at all. You know, there's got to be something said here, because I don't even know who allows you to speak this way. I'm going to show you guys something, okay? There's Billy. Billy right here, part of PHM. All of his story, the Crafton brands, and how he sold countertops, and he's had all these successful businesses. And all I'm asking is this, Bill, and prove me wrong for once in your life. Who's on the board of directors at the Pulte Group? This investment firm that once had all of the darlings of the private equity. In 2016 and 2014, 2015, 2017, private equity was all over the Pulte Group. And I'm talking about you, Pulte Capital. I'm sorry to say Pulte Group. Pulte Capital. Private equity was involved, period. We know that. We know Stephen Romney, right? Mitt Romney's older brother. You had the son of the guy from Davos or whatever it was. Like, I'm telling you, explain it to me, who's on the board of directors of your group right now. And tell me everyone didn't leave your side. Just tell me that. But I want to look into a couple of things with you, Billy. This is my time for you, Bill. It looks like you want PHM to what? Have Ryan Marshall leave? The stock's up 122% for the year. For the year, they're up. You see Karen Pulte? Karen Pulte is your grandmother. Mark Pulte is your father. Am I correct on this or am I wrong? Is that your uncle or your father? I'm pretty sure that's your dad. I'm not too good on names. Your grandfather had 14 grandchildren, or 14 children, one that has passed, 26 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren at the time of his passing. You are one of 26. I would just tell you you're one of 40 in the family. So, yeah, you're 1 for 40. You're 40th of the family, right? 1/40th. And I'm just going to tell you, I don't know why you think you need more turkey at the table. And I don't want to get too involved. And I'm assuming a lot here. But it tells me here, co-trustee and co-trustee. Meaning the individuals that your grandfather put in charge were your grandmother and your dad. What the hell are you mad at? You had the audacity to say that he skipped a generation. You say, oh, he skipped a generation. He has faith in me. His grandson, his brat grandson. And I quote, my grandchildren are brats. That's what he said. They're entitled. So I'm looking at this. The William J. Pulte Trust was put into play in 1990. 1990. When were you born again? I want to know when you were born, little man. Because last I checked, this is what you have here. Who runs the show? Your grandmother. So when you're mad at Nancy, go get mad at grandma. She put Nancy in charge. Hey, but just so that we're clear, the William J. Pulte Trust, your family, selling shares this whole year. This whole 2019. Look at this. Look at this shit. The year you're on the board of directors. Wait a minute. You're on the board of directors, right? You sold all your shares in 2020. And you were mad. They voted you off the team. And you're like, I'm out. What are you mad about, bro? Look how many shares your family sold every year. Oh, no. We're not just going to leave it there. Look at all this. Boom. That's your dad and grandma. Now, Karen, grandma, right there on her own. So everybody has their own shares to sell. And you're a board of director. You're on the board and you're selling right here. You sold 20,000 shares. I just want to make this very clear. Your family, 250,000, 350,000, 200,000, 130,000, 250,000, 107,000, 156,000, 100,000, 200,000. All these thousands and thousands of shares sold. And what did you sell? You sold $812,000 worth. That was your get back. Mind you, you were gifted 19,000 shares by being a part of the board. The grant. Every year, all the shares that you were granted are right there. Now, I know you've bought in shares and you've bought in homes that you're renting and you're doing all that, but I want to show you how of a successful businessman your grandfather was. You know, your grandfather left the company in 2010. Your grandfather gave it up and he sold out to who? Private equity to be put in charge? But do you know why? Or are we all just going to avoid the truth? Pulte chairman sells stock to satisfy a margin call. Yeah, 760,000 shares were sold. And then what happens? What happened to Grandpa here? What was the bad advice he took? What was he really mad about? Revenge? The housing market crashing? Your boy got margin called. Grandpa wasn't smart. Grandpa wasn't amazing. And then I look at your deals. I look at your deals, how you became a millionaire. And the influence deals have on you. Because apparently you're not a trust fund baby. Apparently you told everybody you're very successful. So Billy, I'm going to do it with you here. Pulte Capital, you, sells heating and air conditioning portfolio company to M South Equity Partners. And in there says Charles Stubbs. Yeah, that's who the deal's done with, right? Charles Stubbs. Now, I looked at this whole team, and I'm not going to say anything to you, but other than I want you to know M South Equity Partners, I think these guys need to read a diversity book. I'm telling you, are there any women on this damn thing? Oh, 1, 2. But you can do the math for me here. This is who you made your millions with, right? But we'll just say who was on the deal. Charles J. Stubbs. Is that it? Hey, Charles, how you doing, Charles? Let's go to Charles. Charles, most recently, CEO of RentPath for 7 years. RentPath. I'm here on RentPath. You know who RentPath is? Former CEO. RentPath, the acquisition by TGP. Right here. Bought out by TGP. What was that? Private equity? I know. It's not a big deal. We'll just say it right here. Look at this. In 2015, former CEO of Autotrader.com, Chip Perry, was named president of RentPath. He succeeded Charles Stubbs, who remained on the board. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. So they got the guy from Autotrader. I'm just curious because, I actually pay attention to a lot of shit, man. I connect a lot of dots. And Autotrader, guess who owns Autotrader? Cox Enterprises. You're never going to believe who owns Cox Enterprises. I mean, is it really going to be Apollo Global Management? Right here, Apollo Global Management. Reaching agreement with Apollo Global Management to sell a majority interest in Cox Media Group. So I'm asking you, Billy, what partnerships are you working on? What did you do to get your money? Why is it that every time I turn my corner, I see Elliott deals going through a PHM? I see the other deals that deal with individuals who are all tied to private equity. I'm asking questions. I'm asking questions that no one's willing to ask because you know what it is, Bill? When you sit there and you say you want everyone to get rich because you want everyone to be a philanthropist, hey, welcome to the real world. When you said it last night, you said $74.10 per ticket. If you can't do it, put in some extra shifts at work. Do some more babysitting, and you'll be able to afford a ticket to Atlanta. Let me tell you something, punk. You've never done a shift at work. You don't know what the hell it means to clean up mats and soak them in the back in the middle of the winter, freezing your ass off, walking home with wet socks. You don't know what the hell that is. You work? Yeah, you ever hit your hand with a hammer? Well, are you building homes yourself? Did I miss something? Almost cut your finger off with a chop saw? No, nothing? Skill saw, run, hit a knot in the wood and jump on your leg? Nothing like that, huh? Splinters every day, just holding plywood? Who knows? Scrubbing down, breaking your back, scraping off the actual baseboards? Installing crown molding on a ladder that's not stable? Putting in French doors in 120 degrees that weigh more than you? I want to know what the hell hard work you've ever done. Go demo out a house, right? You buy all these homes. Do you demo them out yourself? Take out every nail out of the studs? Just, I don't know, chip out all the tile, tear out the tubs, the sinks, all the insulation, breathing in all the asbestos, anything? What work have you done? You don't do shit. And I'm sorry for the daughter who's watching the show. Yeah, Josh, tell me not to go the diversity angle. Did you see it? Or is it just me? I can say whatever I want. It's Marantz Rantz. I'm telling you straight up. Show me the deals you're doing. Show me why you think that everyone should be on your team. Look at your small circle right now. It's all of people that you bought. Kai, Salvatore, whoever's there. These aren't real people. They're in it for one thing. They want the money. You know what he says? You know what I don't understand? It's $74, bro. With 200 people. You're worth $100 million. Why aren't we doing a charitable event? Why aren't we just doing something for free? Is that it? Oh, and donate your tickets or donate this to 501b as a write-off. Like, you're looking for any inch, man. And I'm never going to let this shit go. You guys are talking to the wrong guy. Wrong guy. There's a reason why they don't mention me on any of their interviews, their episodes, the Twitter talks and Spaces calls. They refuse to say my name because they know where it's going to lead. To the truth. Do you buy via computer share or a broker? Old man Dota, I buy via Fidelity. So there you go. Yeah, you can't interview the Bed Bath & Beyond CEO, bro. Stop that. That's why Stacks, yeah, PP can't interview him. Her. Came from TikTok. Mikey, I appreciate you, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everything you do. TikTok's real. And there it is. I got one person in the chat right now. Willie Bobo. What's up, Willie? How you doing, man? PPCs couldn't carry a live stream. Nope. 2 minutes by himself. Not at all. Sperry, thank you so much for joining the GameStop elitist. I appreciate that, man. Joining the group, joining the family. It's already 1 o'clock. Holy hell, I have an hour and a half. I've been here for an hour and a half. I do have to go in a little bit. My wife and I are going to get lunch and do our taxes. Guys, it's one of those times of year where we're grinding, man. I can't get behind Marantz on this Pulte call out. Okay, you're fine. Yo, I almost just got in a bad wreck. Mother effer jumped the median doing 50. Almost swiped the chick next to me just to keep from a head-on collision. Yo, Stacks, listen to me, bro. Put the stream down. Nah, I'm happy that you're not in a wreck. That's it. No road rage here. Probably a BBBYQ investor. Who knows? Trying to commit insurance fraud? Who knows? Glad you're okay. Yeah. Wow. My adrenaline's still pumping like crazy. I bet, man. I bet it is. I've almost crashed a couple times. I just lay on the horn and I breathe. You know, road rage doesn't exist for me. It just doesn't. I just laugh. If you ever get crazy on the road with me and you pull up, I'll look right at you. This is me. I won't go like, what the F are you doing, man? Hey, man. I don't do none of that. I go like this. When you pull up and you're all upset, I just look at you and I go like that. Like, hey, peace. And they get mad. They get more mad. But what are you going to do? Glad you avoided it. Yeah, me too. I swear the tail end of my truck. Oh, did you? Missed them by like maybe a foot doing 60. That's crazy. Call him Billy Bro. It's more accurate. Yeah, Billy Bro. That's right. I'm good, Rubes. Thank God my reflex is strong as F. Why he calling out? Why he calling for babysitters? Yeah, that's a good play on words there, Amo. I don't know. But that's what he said. He said, hey, you guys need to do more shifts at work or just babysit a little bit more, and then you can afford tickets to the whatever. And I'm just like, why can't we just call our parents and ask them for money? I'm just saying. I bet I've worked harder in 1 month than Billy Bourne on third base probably has ever worked. SBF, yeah, these guys who are born on third base and they think they hit a single, that's the problem. I hate Pulte and I support you calling him out. Absolutely. Dark needed a little drink tonight. Yeah, he bought everyone for sure. Pulte is the one man to unite us all in this hate. Yes, Barry, I'm okay with that, but whatever. I mean, it's just he has no business being here. I think the liquor did reverse split. Someone said IPO would have been 300. Pretty sure I read that somewhere. Yeah, it was not reverse split. They did more of or did they do a reverse split? I don't even know, man. I have to go read up on it. I don't even care. I'm just showing you how it all connects. Hi, everyone. New here from the UK. And Patel. Mr. Patel, how you doing? Mr. or Mrs.? I don't know. But welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. You have 2,000 videos to go catch up on. That's all I can tell you. Pulte stinks. Such a loser. We can't stand to hear and try to lose. Talk. There we go. Ask his parents. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Billy Bourne on third base. Should be his new nickname. Hey, yeah. You like baseball, Billy? Yeah, what's your position? Third base. It's also
what
as
I've done
far
the
as he's
last
ever
10 or
got.
15 years, and I'm telling you,
Him and Kai's both got the third base together. I got to hear what this says. Hold on, because he really thinks he's somebody. This is crazy. These dudes are delusional, bro.
when you become highly effective, you literally trigger people, and you trigger things that you don't even know what goes on inside of them, and then they do fucking crazy things.
Yeah,
like this llama lady. I have no idea who the fuck she is, but they literally get mentally hijacked, and it's like a derangement syndrome. I call it Pulte derangement syndrome.
Oh yeah,
we should trademark that. Don't give Kai's that idea, because then it'll hold you hostage. Just kidding.
I think it's entitlement syndrome, right? Like they can't imagine actually
what is
being competent at something.
We got a psychiatrist here. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, just that. Like, I see like that one guy that came on. He ended up.
His cousin, Stephen Pulte, is that his cousin? I don't even understand, bros. I don't get this shit. Hey, I have some ride or die cousins. I do. I bet you I could call them and tell them to come to the show every time, and they would. They don't even know I'm a YouTuber. You guys know my family doesn't even know I do YouTube. None of them. They think I play video games online. Oh, you do games? Oh, yeah, you're a gamer. Oh, yeah. How's your gaming stream going? It's going pretty good.
Following us into a space, because he had this important thing he wanted to say. He felt entitled to a platform that we had created, right? And he's like, I don't even like Ryan Cohen. I don't like the billionaire class. And it's like, there are people that, Ryan Cohen works really hard, Bill, you work really hard. I mean, Elon works really hard, and it benefits a lot of people when there's someone really competent at the top, and that's just kind of a fact of reality. I mean, some people.
I'm going to say something right now, a fact of reality, Michael, okay? And I'll say this, and I know it for a fact, okay? I work harder than all you cats put together. I'm just telling you. You guys are a goddamn joke. There's a Marantz complex out here. This syndrome, degenerate syndrome. Yeah, when I speak, you guys all get triggered. So go for it, bro.
People, like to be, an assistant, right? And that's okay. I mean, for me, I don't necessarily always want to be the lead guy. I mean, I'm willing to step up if I have to.
No, you're
but
not.
I appreciate great leaders that I can just.
What I've done the last 10 or 15 years.
This fool talks about he could be a leader. Guys, if you have not seen Michael's YouTube channel, please don't. Oh my God. This is hilarious, bro.
For sure cut it off, especially if I can't get a venue. So I bet you this is not advice, and I'm not saying buy the ticket for this, but I bet you at some point people are paying multiples of the $75 to even get in. I mean, dude, we're 4 months out.
FOMO.
Yeah, well, wait till it's like 2 months away. Wait till it's 3 months away, and then 2 months, and then 1 month.
Did you give us any exclusives or any insights into? I know you mentioned you're trying to get some secret guests and stuff. Just want to.
I haven't asked Mr. Beast yet. I'll tell you that. I haven't asked him yet, but I will be asking him.
That's interesting. That's going to be.
Why would I pay to meet Mr. Beast? These are YouTubers. Why would I pay to meet anybody? What the hell are we doing? Are we getting out of a helicopter, waving, and then sitting down on a couch and going, "You guys hear all that? Yeah. Ice cream and Coors Light." Are you kidding? Is there some sporting event I didn't miss? I didn't get to see a girl shake her ass. This is a whole dudes fest, bro. Okay? These are dudes paying money to hang out with other dudes. I get you, bros. I get it. I can't relate. I can't relate. My wife would be like, "Oh, you need to be home." Wait, who's going to Atlanta? Well, Atlanta's going to love this thing. Get it out there on the streets, Bill. I'm telling you right now. Oh, have you ever been to? Well, you obviously been to Atlanta, Bill, but I'm just saying, bro.
Huge if he turns up there. I think a lot of people have serious FOMO, as Jake said, especially in the month or two running up to it. Right, I'll move on into some DD. ABC.
For sure.
What DD? I'll move along into some DD. And this is about Bed Bath & Beyond. What DD is there to talk about? I can't with these guys, bro.
End up getting 100.
That's what I said. People might end up might be able to end up flipping it for a profit, but do not buy it based on that, and do not assume that that's going to happen.
Plus, you may buy a ticket for $74.10, and you may end up getting $100 to buy one share of Pulte Group. That may happen. Anything is possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that, but who knows? Maybe somebody will do that. But
he's like, "Hell no, Kais. Don't put me out there for $100 a share like I just did this last time." Hey, Kais tries to feed it to him, and he ain't taking it because this guy's a businessman, right? He's so successful. There ain't no way in God's green earth he's going to give that up. Guys, I have to go do something. I'm going to be right back. I'm not going anywhere, but I'll be right back. I'm going, but I'm not going. But I'll come right back to you guys. Promise. Let me go handle something.
Going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them teddy so soon. Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking because we're we're going to the moon. One day, very soon, gonna wake up on the moon. Brand new yacht and a McDonald's in my living room. Bright yellow Lamborghini, 50-meter swimming pool. Champagne every day, ain't fam, what you do? Wanna hang, wanna chill? Oh, you got a mansion too? Oh, that's right, held on tight, jack titties every night. We was in way back when they tried to drop it down to 10. And she couldn't comprehend, Ace was strong until the end. Now let's retell it, citadel they be sweating. Had enough of these felons, but the Ace we rebelling. Cause we never be selling, till we send it to heaven. Now we be out of yelling, hey, screw you, Kenny! Bought my wife a minivan to share with the boyfriend. But I pull up in the Benz, plate saying olive crayons. Going on an airplane, don't think we'll be back again. Celebrating every day like it's your birthday. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life. Getting them tandies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life. Getting them tandies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Today's expectation, probably more manipulation. If you're D, a creation of a crooked operation. Bought more while it was low, got more dips than Trader Joe's. Oh, you thought that we'd let go? What the hell you take us for? Holla if you spend your last dollar on bananas while living in squalor. We don't claim to be scholars, we the smooth brain dummies, and we never stood taller. Yeah, we do this for love and we do this for honor.
Apollo 11 ain't got nothing on us. All right, back to the chat. Back to this this clip. Let me see what they say.
But yeah, and if you don't want to come or you think we're selling some tickets, as I said, it won't even cover my expenses. So if you're thinking that we're like pumping an event or whatever, then just don't come. We don't need you to come.
You know, that's such a stupid counter argument I see going around, because Pulte could just host an event and just bring like any celebrity or a rapper, hire out a nightclub, charge people $100 to $200 entry, make money off the bar tab. I've got friends that hold events in London and they charge a lot more and they spend a lot more time and energy in this stuff. So he's doing this genuinely for the community. And if people can't see that, and you fall into these weird narratives.
What community? Because PP Seeds isn't going. He already said he's not going to Atlanta because he already felt this was all weird in the grift. He already said that part. But he still wants to be neutral with Pulte because PP's like, yo, I don't want to burn the cash cow because so many of his followers want to be on it. But obviously, Pulte picked the side because he's dealing with Kais. That's bullshit. And PP Seeds has no balls. Okay? And I'm sorry, guys. I know this is a very vulgar way of saying it, but I'm telling you right now, if you were a man and you were about your brand and your name and whatever you felt you were, you would stand right there and tell all these dudes, Michael, Jake B, all of them, why are you hanging out? Zoltar, ABC, why are you hanging out with Kais Malej on a Twitter Spaces call? If you hang out with him, you don't hang out with me. It's that simple. And I'm not trying to tell you we're on sides or we're this, that. No, it's a matter of respect. The dude has zero respect for what is happening right now with PP and Kais. Kais is right there. It's my channel. It's my name, whatever. Oh, hell no. That's how you know all these dudes are weak as fuck. They're not real dudes. They ain't about it. So, I'm letting you know right now, none of you dudes are alpha. None of you.
It's going around. I lose hope for you guys, honestly, if you can't see that.
I can't see that, no. Somebody says, yeah, I don't know who those dudes are. I don't know who those actors are, so. Oh, I don't even know. I'm reading the chat right now, guys. It says, what's up, millionaires? I'm late, but I'll run this back. You got to have soft hands to play third base? I don't want to know. Link forever. Yeah, Link is the shit, bro.
End up.
So let's see what else we got.
And I know you've been avoiding putting it out there too much as well. You put it at a very reasonable price. $74.1, I think, is a great deal. And I think, there's a lot of guys are going to be there. I'm going to do my absolute best to come. I've just got to clear some stuff up first. But I think if you go there, you get to meet Jake, you get to meet ABC, you get to meet Pulte, all of these guys. Really? I think as an investor, you've been through this for the last year.
Me.
2 years. Yeah, of course. Kaz is going to be there too with his Borat swimsuit on. Hopefully. But
you get to meet all these guys. And Kai, what the hell? Who are these people? I can't figure this out. Salvador's telling me he's going to go to Atlanta. From what country? Where the hell are you hiding out, Sal?
It's funny. Look at this. Look at this guy. And Jake, I don't mean to interrupt you because I know we're getting serious shit, but look at this guy. His name's Bill Plute. And it's funny. The Plute name, and I think it's going to die eventually because it doesn't trigger me. It really doesn't trigger me.
That's why you're calling it out.
There are a couple other things I could be called that would probably trigger me, but not that. And I'm not going to say what it would be. I'd get over it, though, pretty quick. But look at these people. I mean, this is why you can't even talk with your brother out loud about where you go to lunch. He's got a profile photo of me. I mean, what a loser. I mean, I happen to think highly of myself, but it's like I wouldn't think highly enough of myself to create some fucking account of myself, much less somebody else. I mean, what this poor guy. I mean, you gotta, he needs help. I mean, he needs help. You see this guy? He's requesting to speak, and he's got my profile.
I mean, Pulte, did you understand that like all of the Bed Bath & Beyond crowd has Brian Cohen as their picture? Are they all losers? Oh my God. They had your picture and you're not flattered? That'd be like a term of endearment. I'd be like, oh my God, look at these guys. They're flattered. They want my picture up on there. What do I care? You're not triggered, bro? You sure? Best chips I've ever had in my life right now. I'm not triggered, bro.
Can't see it, no. But this is what I don't understand. Life is limited. One of the most precious commodities, way more than money, is time. And these guys have lost so much time wasting it. And one day, when they're on their deathbed, they'll realize I wasted so much of my life annoying people online for stupid things. And the worst thing is they're more emotional about it. And they love to try and get a reaction. And they get angry.
Here's the positive thing. If you're a nobody, they don't fucking create accounts like that. So this is actually how I know we're winning, is because of the amount of hate we're getting.
Hey, Bill, you're a little late to the party, bro. Can you imagine how much hate I've gotten? That means I'm a somebody? And can you imagine how all you guys are going to feel on your deathbed? I'm just serious right now. All you Bed Bath & Beyond guys, how you going to feel on your deathbed? We're like, shit, man. We followed that little snot-nosed kid pee-pee. And then we had this trust fund baby come over with the silver spoon and tell us what to do. And look at us. We're just broke and sitting here. That's your life. I'm back at work.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah, well said.
Just in regards.
Well said. I agree, man. Well said. Reading the chat. Thank you guys so much. It says over here, he's a Marantz wannabe. But yeah, they all are. Pulte says he's never took money from his family until he made money. And same thread with Gasparino, he bought his first the $500K loan from daddy. Badass, we understand. That's what I want to know. When did he get his money to buy his first company? Where did he get money? Yeah. Now we know it triggers him for sure. Bill Plute? Bill Plute. What's up, Bill Plute? I'm going to start a GoFundMe. It's always been my dream to meet a famous, rich, and powerful person and maybe get to meet Plute. There you go. He admitted it, Josh, $554K loan from his father, but it was a loan, so he never took money from them. How many of us can take a loan of $500,000 from our parents? Not me. My tits are jacked. Thank you for the first ever super chat from Updog. Updog, thank you. I don't know how much that is. Canadian dollar. I don't know what Canadian dollars are, but thank you for the fake money, man. The Monopoly money. No, I'm joking. Appreciate you, bro. Of course he knows what Kai's is. I can't believe that they keep Kai's there. Kai's going to be the fall guy of this whole thing. Marantz put those damn chips down, cook up a steak. Yeah, no, bro. These chips were tortilla chips with a hint of lime, and apparently they're organic, so they got to be good for you. I read it on Trader Joe's packet. They're my daughter's chips. She don't even know I took them, bro. Rico exposed me this morning. I can't listen to the guy. If you guys ever knew about disgruntled YouTubers, I don't listen to. So it's sad that you guys watch Rico and then come over here, Isaiah. But that's okay. You guys can figure it out. Yeah. Are they still talking about the stock that doesn't exist, the PP seeds, and with the popcorn ceilings? Yeah, or the broken slats behind them. I think he got it fixed. But there you go. And there you go. All right, let me go back to the chat over here.
It's funny to take 3 years, but happen in record time.
Real quick, we got my brother in here, Steven.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Steve, how are you, buddy?
Doing tonight?
Where are you at right now? Are you at?
I'm right down the street.
You are. Good man.
Turn around and get a Diet Coke.
I was just going to say that. I
No,
swear.
that'll keep me up. We had lunch today. Tell them what we had for lunch.
Bill and I have a couple regular spots we like to go.
Oh, really?
One of them is this.
Don't tell them that. We're gonna get one of these fucking maniac stalkers coming after us.
I'm not going to tell you where. I'll just tell you what we get. We get meatballs at one place and ribs at another place.
Well, yeah,
And
you like
Diet Coke at the
meatballs.
third place. I'll let you guys spur your imagination and try to figure it out.
Meatballs and ribs. That's Subway and McDonald's. Got it.
You go to 3 separate places for each thing.
Exactly.
That's right. Tell them what we had though for lunch today, because that was freaking good.
Oh, now
Full
we're
rack
gonna
of ribs, some French fries, and a Diet Coke.
Oh, wow.
That's the winter meal right there, boys. That's a winter meal.
These guys talk like they're bros, like bros. I don't mean like they're actual brothers. They talk like Chad and Brad. Yeah, it's a full meal right there, bro.
Boys, does life get any fucking better than that, boys?
Boys, anybody?
It's a good meal. It's
I'm gonna
nearly
tell you right
2
now,
a.m.
no
in
grown
London,
man
so,
can say boys
thank
to
you for
me.
the late night triggers.
You couldn't say boys to me. Boys. Does not sound good, boys. It's like, who the fuck are you? Bro, you couldn't, excuse my language, I apologize, but you could never talk to me. Boys. Listen, boys. Can you imagine this? I can't. All right? Bro, I'll be right there. You call me a boy, I'll be like, first off, Bill, you're dealing with boys, yes. You surround yourself with the boys, with yes men. That's the problem here. Boys. Doesn't that sound like a good meal, boys? And you did the same thing on the meet and greet where you were like, how's the Coors Light? Trying to just buy them with drinks. Yeah, the Coors Light going? It's like I don't know if you went to like an outing once and you said, this is how we start conversations, guys. Boys, how's the food? How are the drinks? Huh, boys? Huh? Hey. Didn't I tell you? Free ice cream later. Like, that's not how it works, Bill. That doesn't make you more likable, related. Like, you're not relatable. You're so out of bounds. Here's the problem with Bill Pulte, in my opinion. You can't commingle with your crowd because you burned all those bridges. And you come to the lower end, the poors, and you come over here to Common Day Man, and you're not relatable. We can't relate. We didn't go to Northwestern. We didn't eat out of silver spoons. We don't eat rack of ribs and fries and Coke for lunch and then go to another spot for something else, meatball subs and whatever else. No, we got to go home and explain ourselves every time. Where'd you go? Well, let me see the receipt. Is there 2? Were you shopping for 2? But you were shopping for 2 apparently, and I'm not saying that happens to me. I'm just saying in general, like the common day man. My wife don't give a shit. My wife be like, you bought 2? Where's my other half? Be like, I got it for my employees. But you, Bill? Nah, I can't hang out with you, bro. I can't hang out with you. Are they still talking about the stock that doesn't exist? The PPC's a kid and popcorn sellers. There we go. They sued a guy for doing what Kai does with fake accounts. Yes, exactly. He must be Canadian. No, he's not.
And the waitress said to us, she said, you know, we got this drink special today, and she puts this thing in this beer. Just looks so good. I said, no, not today. I wish.
What?
No cigar.
What the hell does that have to do with anything? I don't understand this story. These are the same type of guys. Listen, if we meet, okay, guys, any of you guys, we ever talk, I don't want, this is the guy I hate. I go up and I go, hey, Bill, how was your weekend? He goes, oh, Marantz, great weekend. Oh, I had this rack of ribs. We went and bought it at the local Costco, and it was like 4 pounds, right? And then I just sauteed it for like 5 hours, and I put it in the sauce, and then I smoked it. And I smoked it all night on Saturday. Come Sunday morning, I put it in, and I cooked the whole thing, and it was so tender. And so right before the game started, then I started mixing up all the sauces for the sides and everything. And then we were getting ready, and it just fell off the bone, man. You just touch it, was just falling off the bone. Yeah, man. I'm a grill master, man. Yeah, that's what I did. Traeger grill. Got it. Yeah, I got that last year. Yeah, no. Yeah, wife didn't know. You know, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Yeah, Marantz, that's what it was. Yeah, so last week it was a T-bone steak, man. Tomahawks almost. You know, these big old bones in. Yeah, bone in, bro. Bone in ribeye. Can't do it any other way. Yeah, bro. Boys, we had a great weekend. And the whole time I'm like, I didn't ask you what you fucking ate. Excuse my language. I'm not trying to figure out what you ate, bro. I'm trying to ask you, like, how are you doing? Are you tired? What happened? You hang out with the family? What did you do? No, I got to talk about your meal the whole time. That's what these guys who have nothing to talk about, that's what they talk about. Just remember that, okay? And I'm just telling you in general. And if you're that guy, if you're what I cooked guy every weekend, I got to hear what you ate. Oh man, I gotta walk away, bros. I gotta walk away. I'm telling you, I've had at least 200 conversations with Almo on the phone. I've never talked to him about what he eats or what I ate or what. It's about life. We're talking. These dudes. Oh, yeah. What up, people? How you doing, Frankie? Nice to see you. Walk back into the chat.
To take 3 years.
Shut up. Here we go. And not you, shut up, the film.
Go ahead.
As you know, I have ticket 147 that I purchased and just luckily got that number. So I'll be selling that for $147,000 and I'll donate it towards the event. So.
That sounds good. Donate it to Team Pulte, the 501c3. It helps people with cancer. Now, this is actually, okay, so because this is kind of only 1,000 people in here. I'll let you in on a secret.
This is only 1,000 people in here. I'll let you in on a secret. What secret? There's 1,000 people. Is that a secret? I'm just going to flex right now. Only 1,000 people. I have 3.2 million followers. My name is Bill Pulte, but I got 1,000 people in here right now. Yeah.
The reason that...
Hey, by the way, Bill, I know you don't know this, but on my old Twitter account, the one that got blocked and banned, I had over 1,000 people on my Spaces calls. I choose not to do them anymore because I don't like Twitter. I don't promote it that way. But I don't even like going Spaces calls, bro. I go in there and what? You put your hand up, they don't pull you up, and then they talk to you, and then they mute you. And I don't like the whole environment of how you guys control, how you're the host and your co-host is Michael. How? Why? Because you gave him 10 grand? And all your speakers, Plur, Carter, Zolter, ABC, Jake to be, Salvatore, Kais, your brother, Steven. I mean, this is just too much for me, man. This little group that you got together, and they're pumping you up. They should do a whole documentary on this cult.
That I'm actually charging for the event is because
why are you charging, Bill?
If people pay for something, they appreciate it.
Oh.
The problem is, like, if I just go write a check and whatever, it's like people won't care as much.
So if people pay for something, they appreciate it. So you never bought Bed Bath & Beyond shares. We know that part. So what the hell are you just giving money away for every day? The same lady just won twice. I exposed you on that. But Michael just got $10,000 for you for free. You think he appreciates it? Did he do something for this money? Like, your whole basis off of giving away free money, then basically saying, but if you pay for it, I don't understand this at all. And the money's going to help you pay for the event? Or what are you doing with the money? Are you donating it? I don't understand this.
In the no-show, you'll get no shows, and then you won't get the turnout like you're looking for.
Exactly. So, I mean, it does help with the expenses, but that's really the reason. Is that
plus you make sure the people that really want to be there are there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it's like $74. It's like, okay, go put in a couple more shifts or a few more shifts, and it's like, if you can't do that, then go work somewhere, go do a babysitting job or do some random shit.
Well, if you can't do that, then reach out to the community, and like somebody will probably make sure you get there. There's always a way for somebody that has a will to get there. I think that's
it's somebody that has a will, not the will, but a will. So I want to explain that verbiage right there. If you have the will, there's always a way. But no, if you have a will, well, then you're Bill Pulte. Yeah, a living trust, apparently.
Small barrier to entry to like make sure that they're willing to like at least squeeze the juice themselves is smart.
Yeah, this is sick. Moevi Lava just bought one. Shout out to you, bro.
Legend. Yeah, Ruben, no offense to you, Ruben. I know you always post what you eat and what you drink every time. Hey, but that's different, Rube. Rube will talk to me. When we talk on the phone, Rube's real. Rube's like a big brother to me. But Rube will put out there, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, this is how you know I support Ruben and the type of man he is. When the whole world wrote off Budweiser, Bud Light, nobody was drinking Bud Light, right? Everybody says, Bud Light, I'm not drinking that crap. Ruben went like this, posted a picture. He goes, more for me. I swear to God. He's like, more for me. Hey, they lowered the price on cases. He's buying them all. Hey, that's a real man right there. And so he got me back to drinking Bud Light. And that's what it was. So, yeah, I'll drink Bud Light every now and then. But, I don't go out of my way. But what did he say? We all know what Michael did for his 10K. His tonsils were sore, but he earned it. Hulk Hogan, I don't know. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're insinuating. But to swallow a jawbreaker or eat hot dogs and bananas whole, that's tough, man. I was wondering why PP wasn't yelling. Sore throat. Billy Born on third base, Plute, is out of touch and cringe. Oh, yeah, this whole thing is...
See, I had a dream, which was not at all a dream. Lord Byron. Can we get some tinfoil guys out there on it? I would love to know what the fuck it means.
So basically, I just Googled. I had a dream that was not at all a dream, comma, Byron. It brings up Darkness by Lord Byron.
I'd rather not. I don't want to hear poetry. I don't want to hear... These guys don't even know that's a poet.
Your space announcing that you purchased bonds for the Pulte family. You mentioned the cigar when we were with you for the first time down in Boca in September. You told us in 6 months we'll be able to learn more about the cigar. Are we there yet?
I did tell you the cigar. The cigar was me looking at the bonds. That was the whole point of the other day.
Were you enjoying that, Cuban, with anyone else?
I was, yeah.
So now we admit that it's a Cuban cigar? I mean, that's just basically admitting, whatever's illegal there. But hey, just real quick, him celebrating about the bonds, I wanted to make that very clear about what I said yesterday. A bankrupt company in Chapter 11, if they're still selling their bonds, which they can, those bonds do not get any interest and no principal payment. So there's nothing to be had unless the company reissues a new bond to exchange out your current bond. You're basically giving away money to a dead company. So a company that has no way to pay you back, it is extremely risky. There is nothing here unless you felt that we're going to restructure somehow, some way, which is currently not possible with the plan that you see. So until they revote for a plan, you're an idiot if you're buying bonds on Bed Bath & Beyond. But we know, surrounded by idiots over there.
Yeah, I was. If anybody gets a ticket right now, they're getting a shout out just because it's the Spaces call and it's late at night. It's not late, but 3 million people aren't on Twitter. That's why I'm pumping it out. John Mendoza just bought a ticket, so I'm going to give him a shout out. Ryan Johnston just.
Here, I'll give you a shout out Quick, everybody in the chat. I'm going to give you a shout out. I got more people in this chat right now than he had on the Twitter Spaces call, and more people watch this live stream than his 3.2 million followers. But here, go ahead and type in the chat right now, guys. I'm going to give you a shout out. You don't have to spend $74.10. I'm just going to give a shout out right now to Ruben, to John Jar Binks. How are you doing there? 1.6 million volume. What the F? Dropping 10K on Monday. Gonna do it. Do it big, bro. Good luck. I'll drink some tomorrow night. Tonight, a little Crown and Diet Coke in a paper cup. Ruben, wifey, and I, we're probably going out tonight because I don't work till noon tomorrow. But I will tell you this, my little dudes on the basketball, right? My little youth basketball team, boom, they're on Saturday. Yeah, they're at the high school at like 9:30. I gotta be there. I'm the coach. Hey, coach, how you doing? The kid goes like this, Coach, what's your name, coach? I go, Coach. He looks at me, he's like, okay. Got all. Hey, I'm telling you right now, my team, the best in shape, the most disciplined, period. I talk to them like we're just out there doing drills. All right, double arm intervals, let's go. Overhead arm clap. You guys ready? Overhead arm clap. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. I do the whole damn thing with them, bro. They're 8 years old, 9 years old. I don't care. I'm out there making soldiers. Shout out to John Jar Binks. Shout out to Updog. Shout out to Funny Spider. Hulk Hogan. Hit the like button, y'all. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Travis Dempsey. How you doing, man? About 15 more shares today. Boom. Congratulations, man. Big red in the paint. Glass is for me. There you go. Shout out to Badass Trader, the one, the only, the magnificent Ripple Rider. And if you guys know what that means, well, then maybe you guys don't follow. Shout out to Because I Can. Mike Hawksmall. Yes, it is small. There it is. So if you guys don't know how to do a play on words there, Mike Hawksmall. Okay? Get it right. Amanda Kissenhug. You guys don't know all this? Bro, I told you the stories. We used to crank call people. Go to the phone book. You know, ask your kids what's the Yellow Pages. They won't know. Ask them what's a Rolodex. They won't know. So I go in there and we were reading the phone book. And last name, Ball. First name, Harry. There Rico and I were dialing. Yeah, I want to speak to Harry Balls. What's up, Mr. Harry Balls? How you doing? I swear that's the guy's real name in the phone book. You had to be there, bros. You had to be there. When you're young, you just do a bunch of dumb stuff. Ha ha ha, you the man. Thank you. Shout out to you, Marantz, for being you. Thank you, Hulk Hogan. Appreciate y'all. I try so hard. Let's get to the next clip.
To have experience. Like the verse said, the Bible even talks about it. Not that we're the Bible, but what did it say about when you gather people and all that kind of stuff? Like we're taking from ancient wisdom here. We're not.
Are we? Because somewhere in there it tells you you should not worship others. I'm just telling you what I saw in the clips of the holding up a statue of whatever and P. Bill Pulte. All that nonsense, bro. That ain't me. That ain't me one bit.
You know, we're not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, and Bill, that does remind me. If I may ask, I don't know if anyone's asked you this question before, but if on May 18th, your Ascension tweet in all caps at 1:47 p.m. Pacific, was there any?
Carter, I have a lisp. I don't know what the hell's in your mouth right now, Carter, when you're talking. This is crazy, bro. And the fact that your picture is Bill Pulte and you together, oh my God, it's so gross, Carter. I knew you were the fifth Backstreet Boy, still coming back, because, you know, they probably kicked out Nick Carter, but I'm just saying, because you're the real Carter, right? But I can't right now, guys. Look at this guy. Him and his picture right there with the big nose. So Carter's the guy that I told you about. I was like, Marantz, we've been partners since GameStop days. Why do you let these short hedge funds infiltrate your chat and you? And I'm just like, what are you talking about, bro? Since when did you side with private equity? I'm like, what are you talking about? This kid, he wears multiple rings on his fingers. Guys, as a man, if you wear more than one ring, bro, and it's not a Super Bowl championship ring, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. You're not a man. But listen to this again. God damn, bro, your lisp is, and I don't mean it. Hey, I know I have a speech impediment. I was born with it, and this is why I learned how to speak. There is no excuse for what I hear out of you right now. Holy shit. Here we go.
Like the verse said, the Bible even talks about it. Not that we're the Bible, but what did it say about when you gather people and all that kind of stuff? Like we're taking from ancient wisdom here. We're not, you know, we're not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, and Bill, that does remind me. If I may ask, I don't know if anyone's asked you this question before, but if on May 18th, your Ascension tweet in all caps at 1:47.
Bro, I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet, bro. Do glow sticks and yoga pants, do they come with that? With the way you ask your questions, bro? I'm trying to figure you out right now. Holy shit. What did somebody just ask me in the chat? Hold on. It said Marantz. Explain the 7410. That's 7 for 1. They're taking the GameStop 7 for 1, the old DD about when Ryan Cohen tweets at 7:41 at PM every tweet because it's 7 for 1 means something we don't know, but that's what they're doing. The 90s were so great. Yeah, this dude right here. Bro, so I'm going to stop. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Keep going.
PM Pacific. Was there any additional meaning behind that Ascension tweet, or was it just for the day of the Feast of Ascension?
I have no idea. You'd have to show me the tweet. I have like 20,000 tweets or something.
Don't worry, I'll put in the nest.
Yeah, don't worry, Bill. I follow you. I follow you around. Who puts their profile pic as like this bozo and you hugging? All of you guys are gross.
All these things, I just look at human stupidity, right? Because the people make the same mistakes over and over again, and greed is such a.
So Jake, can I kind of blow this space up in a way that doesn't really happen?
Send it.
And you can tell me fuck off if you don't want to answer. Do you believe in God?
Oh. Yeah, I do.
That's interesting because a lot of psychiatrists that I understand from at least from who I've met, they spend so much time studying humans that it kind of disillusions them to the existence of God. Have you ever experienced that or no?
Oh, absolutely.
How many shots of Jim Beam are you in, Bill? I mean, God. Bro, this is crazy. This is why they don't do cameras. This is why they don't do this. They have to do Twitter because they can't do this. They can't, well, one, they can't start a following on YouTube. It's so hard. But then, of course, and he said hard. Pause. Okay, and then of course they come in here and so they could be drinking and doing slobbering on knobs for all I know. But here you go.
No, so I'm a very much a black and white thinker and a logical mind. But no. To answer your question though, I do break that down into more. It's not that simple of a question because God and spirituality and these things are separate things to me, and so I do think it's almost incredible with how the universe operates. Things work in homeostasis and they exist together and they can there's always a balance. It's almost too perfect, right? And so I have enough humility to realize that it may not be by chance. And like as a scientific mind myself, I think
the scientific mind myself. Okay, good. Shut up for a second. We got a question over here on TikTok. The question is GameStop subscriptions the only thing keeping them profitable? And I would tell you, I don't know. I can tell you that they're profitable based off of the margins for what they sell. So if that's a free product per se, or straight to the bottom line, yes. But the marketable securities and the interest they provide is what offsets operational losses currently. I did read the post on Reddit that said GameStop's going to close 500 stores and they're going to shorten their footprint and blah, 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 all the rest of it. So that being that they shut down the fulfillment center, that would also in turn be great considering that they can centralize their delivery. You don't need the fulfillment centers, I guess, right now because they have such a small footprint. But as they continue to grow, maybe they'll have a better plan and or better lease or a better location for the product itself. But I'm following the path of profitability. Let's get profitable first. Let's build the model, and then we can take that same model, and replicate it on a bigger platform, on a bigger scale. So can we grow back? Absolutely. Can it be what it once was? I think it can, and I think we can do it by building correctly and not leveraging ourselves. That's that answer to that question. Are they? What's keeping them profitable? They're marketable securities, cash, creating interest is what I would say. But we'll keep going from there. Let's go.
It's a bit overzealous to think that you can figure everything out. And so that's kind of, I'm always looking to prove myself wrong, I guess, also in any of my thinking. And so a true scientific mind would be open to the idea that they could be wrong about even something so profound as that.
Yeah, I don't care what Bill has to say on that part because unless this is God tier DD, as they call it, right? He needs to stop, man. He needs to stop because, Bill, I believe that you're a silver spoon. I believe that you're not cut from our cloth. I believe that you can't relate to any of us. No one. You and your brother. And I think you bought enough of a reaction out of people with 10K to Michael and Kai's. I don't know what the hell Kai's is doing. But Salvatore, Jake B, these are your add-ons after the PP Seeds write-off. So I'm down with PP right now, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm down with PP show. I'm down with PP because I'm down with OPP, other people's property. You have to be at this point because this is bullshit, what they did to him. I don't agree with it. But the fact that ABC's over here hanging out and Kai's there, like if I'm ABC and PP's my man, Michael, PP's my man, they should be going in on Kai's and it should be a done deal. But they would never do that on this platform in front of Bill Pulte because they don't want to upset Pulte or prove me wrong. I'll invite anyone onto the show to talk this nonsense out because I really want to know why no one has PP Seeds there knowing that Kai's is there. There's some bullshit going on.
Said, I care about the employees and customers first, respectfully, but if you take care of them...
Yeah, he said take care of the employees first, then you take care of the customers, then you take care of... Then if you do both of those, then the shareholders get taken care of. And the problem is with Ryan Marshall and these guys, they just care about themselves, like Trenton and all these guys. And... yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. He said, that was the order to do it. And I actually think there's just a certain camaraderie between Cohen and I. He heard about me talk about customer delight, I think. And, I think we were just kind of trained the same way. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like spiritual animals together with like the same phrases like.
Oh, I'm going to try not to cuss right now. There is no spirit animal here. There is no, hey, we think the same way, we're trained the same way. Like, what are we talking about? Hey, Bill born on third base, Plute, listen to me. You've never developed anything from scratch. You didn't build anything. You don't have customers. You don't have members. You don't have to delight customers. Ryan Cohen agreed with you on a tweet about BCG, overpaid consultants, a.k.a. you and your family. Whether you think he agrees with you or not, that's one thing. It's delusion. Oh my God, she smiled at me. She wants to do me, bro. We're going to have children. We're going to have grandbabies. We're getting married. That's the equivalent. Bill Pulte, you think that because Ryan Cohen likes a tweet that you put out, hit the like button, fat fingered it as my ad because he took away the like. You think you guys are buds? You're blood brothers? What are you, Eskimo brothers? You guys both... You're delusional, kid. And if you don't think that delighting the employees or the members or taking care of them, if they don't go hand in hand, and then, of course, they reward the shareholders, go look at the Costco. Go look at the Costco Code of Ethics. Somebody go Google the Costco Code of Ethics. 1, obey the law. Right? Remain compliant. Do the right thing when no one's watching. That's number 1. No insider trading. No manipulating stocks. No bullshit. Obey the law. Number 2, take care of your members. In that order. Take care of your members. Take care of your employees. Respect your vendors. Reward your shareholders. If you do all 4 of those, you reward the shareholders. Yeah, we know what you guys are stealing from. Code of Ethics has been out there for a long time, 40 plus years, kid.
Employees first, customers second, shareholders third.
And
Can't stand guys who've never done it. I got a phone call that I'm hanging up. Hey, Bill Plute. Bill Plute, you've never worked a day in your life. I'm telling you, you've never worked a day in your life. You've never clocked in and clocked out. You've never taken 2 15s and a lunch. Prove me wrong. Tell me you were a sandwich maker at Subway and you made those damn meatballs.
And I just think that, when I looked at PP early on, it's kind of funny. I used to say, and I still believe, that PP has a bright future. Excuse me, I was hiccuping. I still think PP has a bright future, but I think when I said that, I was also talking about the people around him, whether it's you, ABC, and ABC might be old. No offense, ABC, if he's listening, but he's a good-looking old guy. Okay, I'll give you that, ABC. But and even though you have a beautiful wife, she's amazing, by the way. Where was she? She needs to come to our next event. She has a free ticket on me, ABC. Okay, free ticket on me.
She'll be there, Bill.
Okay, great. But she's delightful. Anyway, what the hell were we saying? So Michael, I think, is part of what I was saying that PP had a bright future is.
This is crazy. Bill Pulte came in, took the crowd. He took the people. He took the following. And because they all feel like they could get some money out of this because they have no money left. They have nothing left, guys. They lost all their investment. Supposedly, ABC lost $100,000. What the hell are we doing? PP's not going to pay. PP got nothing. PP took money from this guy. So, or from YouTube chats and the super chats, whatever he's doing. This is crazy. They have talent because they worship the ground you walk on. This is psychotic. You know what, guys? You guys heard me talk about the crew I work with, the crew on this show, the moderating team, any viewers of the channel, anybody who follows GameStop, who supports GameStop. You guys heard me on the interview that I did 3 months ago. I did an interview 3 months ago. It was not on a platform full of people trying to get people to understand and like me. I was talking to an independent source, putting it on the record how I felt about the crew. It was unprovoked, essentially. I came up with the answer, and it was what was on my heart. I want you to hear the difference.
Just think that, when I looked at PP early on, it's kind of funny. I used to say, and I still believe, that PP has a bright future. Excuse me, I was hiccuping. I still think PP has a bright future, but I think when I said that, I was also talking about the people around him, whether it's you, ABC, and ABC might be old. No offense, ABC, if he's listening, but he's a good-looking old guy. Okay, I'll give you that, ABC. But and even though you have a beautiful wife, she's amazing, by the way. Where was she? She needs to come to our next event. She has a free ticket on me, ABC. Okay, free ticket on me.
She'll be there, Bill.
Okay, great. But she's delightful. Anyway, what the hell were we saying? So Michael, I think, is part of what I was saying that PP had a bright future is it's really cool to see you doing it. And I don't even think you lost your temper the other night. I just really think you're in the zone. And Jake's absolutely right with his psychological analysis of that. So it's just cool to see like the different leaders. People don't like it when I say there's leaders in the community. Well, I got news for you. There's leaders everywhere in life, right? So, and everybody's a leader. Everybody can be a leader if they want to be a leader. And I see so many budding leaders. But Michael, you're just really you're about to hit your stride. So just keep going.
If I didn't have drywall, if my walls weren't drywall, if they were brick walls, I'd bang my head on it right now. That's a leader? Michael, you're going to hit your stride? Are we serious right now? Bros, I don't know who listens to this guy and gets motivated at all. I don't know if you guys ever heard Michael talk. It's the worst. Oh my goodness gracious, bro. I can't. I just can't with these guys. Oh. Okay. Reminder that Nancy Pulte runs an actual reputable charity, while Blowjob Pool uses charity funds to host self. Yeah, he does. He really does. And I don't want to use all those words. I already used them earlier, and they weren't very. The PP show is canceled. Enjoy the night off. We will resume the PP after dark tomorrow night. Next week we'll be heading back to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to our normal scheduled hours. Once things start to pick up again, we will incorporate Tuesdays and Thursdays again in the future. Thank you for your continued support, PP. Sounds like PP had to go back to work, man. It's losing steam if he can't do a 5 days a week.
Me the last couple days since this bond thing has occurred, and they're like, PP, you gotta go to Atlanta. I don't know, man. I don't know yet what my plans are. And again, I think that, to be honest with you, I think the Atlanta event is in May. I think this is going to be wrapped up well before then. So, but yeah, there's not a situation where I've been told I can't go. Things like that. I'm just kind of sitting on the fence right now, just kind of going back and forth whether or not, I want to go. And, again, the last event that we did in Florida, we had Larry Chang. So I'm sitting here I can't imagine if Pulte was able to get someone like Ryan Cohen to actually appear there, right? Like during this event, I would kill myself over not being able to be there. So I don't know. I've been going back and forth. There's a lot of emotions, but I think
that means you have nothing to live for. What do you mean kill yourself, bro? Oh, we could end this whole thing right now. We could end YouTube. We could end it all. I don't care. What's that got to do with me and my family and my life? You have nothing to live for, bro. With the off chance you might meet Ryan Cohen? And you think Bill has that? Okay. Because that made your life to have Larry there, apparently. That show was everything to you guys, the Florida show. I said that when that show happened, while it was going on, I didn't watch it, by the way. I wasn't there. I watched it the next day on Hannah's channel. But while that was going on, I literally was telling myself, this is the end of it all. They don't even know it. Because if you don't know how to start it, you're definitely not going to know how to protect it.
That this will be wrapped up by May, in my opinion. And again, if that's the case, then I would love to go. So, there's not a situation where I've been told I can't go, things like that. I've just been kind of gauging the situation and kind of see what I want to do at this point. So,
well, with that being said, PP, listen, brother, you put in a lot of work for the community.
I appreciate.
What work? What work? Showing up every day and hitting record? He didn't do any research. I mean, this is crazy. Hey, guys, let me get all these people together, come in and do all the research and tell us all about it. We're just going to listen. Because he watched videos? That's work? Okay, I'm so sorry, man. I apologize. But beyond that, I just want to make this very clear to these guys. When they say it'll be wrapped up by then, we'll be wrapped up by May, it already got wrapped up. It's already over. What the hell are they talking about? Guys, Bed Bath & Beyond went bankrupt last year. Literally last year, 2023. We're in 2024. Officially done, written, put a seal on it in September, October. What are we talking about? There's nothing. This is crazy. I can't with these guys. Go to the show, PP. Walk in. Why are you paying for a ticket? Let me ask you something. It's your shit, bro. You're in charge around. You put all this together, PP. That Bill Pulte crap, that dude, he would have no show without you. They weren't there to see him. They were there to see you, right? It's all your crew. PP. You got hijacked out of your own crowd, and then they want to charge you a ticket? Are you kidding? That's like trying to charge Kobe Bryant tickets when he goes to the Lakers. You never charged him when he walked through. He was like this, get out of my way. Hey, I'll be there tonight. No, we're going to show up. Really? This is wild, bro. The house that PP built. You got jacked, bro. I told you you're a sucker. They took your trademark and you.
Well, no, I appreciate you. I really do. And so I bought my ticket today through the...
Oh, are you going?
Yeah.
Cool.
If the stars line up, but if for some reason it doesn't work out, then you have my ticket. So don't stress about not getting a ticket if you don't have if you're on the fence. I'll if I have to buy another one, I'll get one. So
right on. No, I appreciate that, man.
I got
PP ain't going. Shout out to Don C. I see you in the chat. PP ain't going. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get this football out of the screen because for some reason people think I like sports, bro. On TikTok, they're like, "Yo, bro, this guy likes sports." Here we go. Cowboy football signed by everyone on the team. Okay, all the Super Bowls, all this stuff. I got the real deal, right? Guess what? Over there, and those are real signatures, by the way. Let's go and put more Super Nintendo games. I got them all, bros. I just put more Super Nintendo games, okay? I just do that. I got like 4 PS4 controllers that I could put up. No. Who knows? Got a whole bunch of Wii games. And more headsets. I don't know. I got stuff, bros. Let's go.
Got your back.
Cool. Just let me know a link and I'll get you the ticket in your name.
There we go.
Someone said PP wouldn't need a ticket. PP wouldn't have an issue with a ticket. Yeah, I mean, I would assume that I would be able to be on like a panel if I was actually going to go. So I'm not worried about getting a ticket or anything like that. But I'm just trying to gauge the situation, see kind of where we're at in terms of Bed Bath. And it seems to me like, the more I kind of start to read about it, some of the guests, things like that, some of the things he's talking about, yeah, I mean, it seems very cool in my opinion. It seems like there's going to be a heavy kind of focus on, for instance, like the market as a whole. I don't think it's going to be one specific stock from what I've been kind of reading up on or just kind of looking into. But nonetheless, I would hate to fucking miss something major. Like, again, Larry Chang was with our Fort Lauderdale interview. I can't imagine who else would be a part of it. So,
but the sad part is, PP, is that your platform showed the show, right? And that wasn't Bill Pulte's platform. That was yours. And you had no idea that Larry was going to be there. You didn't know that he had access to him. You didn't know anything. So this time around, how does Bill get onto the scene and use YouTube? Try to come in here. It wasn't going to work. So he goes to your channel and they feed that machine to get more views for him. It's a free platform for him. Literally free. And he doesn't have to put in the work for it. He didn't have to buy the crowd. It was already there. You brought your crowd with you, and he took it. And the fact that Michael's sitting there in your chat, yet right after he's done with your show, Michael's going to go do a Twitter Spaces call with him, that's the craziest part for me. That's the part that I'll never understand. This right here, guys. Michael's the one on the right-hand side right there. They're still right there. Boom. In the chat. Really, Michael?
Yeah, so basically, that's one of the reasons why that one guy kind of triggered me was because...
Yeah, that's why he triggered me. Shut up, Michael. You don't know anything.
And then they're trying to use this estranged aunt of mine. I mean, everybody has an estranged, wacky aunt, right? I mean, and my aunt, she is wacky. I mean, you haven't heard the last of this lady, and I have nothing against her. I mean, in some ways, really? I love her because she's my blood, but on the other...
Really? You have a weird way of showing it. Weird way of showing it. What we talk about our elders and how you respect them. This tells me what kind of man you are.
And my grandpa would say, you don't even want to know what my grandpa would say. Actually, I'll just tell you what my grandpa would say. My grandpa would say he's got 14 kids. And, 14 kids, you got, you can imagine how that goes. You can imagine how he felt about that. And I was the only kid, believe it or not, kid or grandkid, who was in business with him. Literally, I was the only one. And
this is how delusional he is and what he promotes. You saw me show you that the family trust was in business. It was a living trust since 1990. Okay? They were selling shares the whole time for him. The family already had their money. He's a billionaire. Little Billy, listen to me. Your grandfather was a billionaire. And he wasn't an idiot. It's not like he just sat there and was like, I'll wait till I die and decide who I'm going to give this money to. Your dad is already a multimillionaire. Grandmother, aunts, all the kids all have money from your grandfather the whole time. It's not like he died and decided, well, here's what they get. Here's what you get. No, you didn't get shit until he died, basically. And you had to borrow money from mom and dad. But they've been having a living trust since 1990. Don't tell me this shit, bro. Don't be fake with me. I can't stand fake people like you. Yeah, when you were sitting there watching the Ninja Turtles and the Simpsons, they already had shares to the Pulte Group home, whatever the hell it was, and they were worth billions of dollars. Billions with the B.
He would tell me if she was doing the shenanigans with this Ryan Marshall guy, which I think there's money involved here. It's my gut. We'll figure it out. But he'd tell me, and this is figuratively speaking, this is nonviolence, he'd say, rip her head off. He'd say, rip her head off.
Yeah, that's what he would say. Your grandfather would tell you to rip your aunt's head off in business Figuratively speaking, right? Just so that we're all clear, guys, the aunt is the one in charge of the Pulte Federation, the foundation, the charitable foundation. She's up there. She's in charge of obviously her grandmother likes her so much that they made sure they put a disclaimer that this guy's not part of the family. What does he turn to? He does the same disclaimer back after the fact. He's a petulant little child, and that's fine.
Did you watch my feed though today, bro?
Say that one more time for me. This is it. Remember when I told you when he goes, boys, hey boys, listen to me, boys. Listen, boys.
Did you watch my feed though today, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Are you talking? I was essentially like, it's so nonstop action. It's literally just, I think everyone just watching your feed literally nonstop. It's like the biggest dopamine hit of all our lives, most likely.
All our lives?
It was nuts.
The fuck?
I think we're gaining momentum.
Yeah, let's start off there. Let's talk, and then Sal and Jake, let's talk about momentum. I think in terms of success, it's not a word that you talk a lot about, but I think there's like some quote in the Bible.
I gotta stop him there. Stop, Billy. Did you watch my feed today, bro? Yeah. Hey, bro. Did you watch it? Bankruptcy. It's real. I just want to let them know that it did go bankrupt. They did lose all their money. This guy's stupid F's. Like, and I don't even want to curse this way, but how is this guy the one that people want to be involved with? And he doesn't own a business. He doesn't own anything. I don't know.
My message to Pulte is the following. Show me facts. Don't show me tweets.
Show you fats? They say show me fats or facts?
Or replies to Reddit. Again, show me facts. Ryan Cohen did show us facts, and he is gonna be the winner of the stalking horse bidder. But as far as you, Pulte, show me facts. I don't care how much money you give to the people. I care only about one thing and one thing only, is bed, bath, and beyond.
Sorry, I can't. Hey guys, that's what he was saying before he ever met Bill. And then Bill gave him $100 and he was like, Bill, show me fats. No, lift your shirt up, Bill. Oh, it's bad, bros. Oh, these guys are terrible. Whew, shit. Whatever happened to David Simpson? Is he gone now? I'm looking for the trolls, bro. Where'd they go? Where'd everybody leave to? Here he goes. Okay, he says, this is the point I was showing you. He has a tweet here, and he says, at a gas station with Ryan Cohen on my tummy. Bill Plote. Bill Plote. Listen to me. A grown man using the word tummy, I can't respect. I can't. You're going to say tummy? Does your tummy ache? I'm going to sock you in the stomach. Like, what do you say? That's just the most femme tweet I've ever seen in my life, bro. You're not manly. This is crazy. You're wearing a shirt of another dude on your chest. But tummy? Bro. Here, come here. Let me rub your tummy. This is crazy, kid. And I know you're a father. I get it. You're a dad. I'm going to take this shot at you right now. Your kids cannot be proud of you. Like, they cannot walk through and be like, yo, that's my pops, bro. Like, my kids, they be like, I'm the baddest dude on the planet, right? I walk through, I'm like, hey, what's up? My kid's like, yo, there's my dad. He'll beat the shit out of all these dudes. He's like that. You, come here. Hey, guys. You guys see Ryan Cohen on my tummy? This is crazy, bro. Clean the mirror before you take that picture. You know who takes pictures, selfies of themselves? Lonely dudes. Lonely dudes, bro. Oh, I'm lonely in this room right now. I'm lonely. This is crazy. Tummy. I can't. Hey, Bill Plute, Mr. Born on Third Base, what's up? Bro, I'm watching. I catch yesterday's stream when you live right now. Yeah, MK, you got to catch up. Yesterday's was good. Today's good. Everybody's good. We're doing great. Yes. I don't know who would say tummy. The name is Bond. BBBYQ Bond. Oh, that's just too bad, bros. That's too bad. Hey, guys, don't worry. GameStop's looking great, by the way. Absolutely looking great. Are we done? Can I get going? It says the real reason Pulte's mad is because he lost how many followers? Oh, he forgot to pay for his followers? They're telling him he lost over 1,000-something followers for the week. And he lost over 14,000 for the month. I don't think he pays for them. I don't know what it's all about. He no longer has 3.2 million. Now he only has 3.1 million. Cool. 21,000 tweets. My God. My God. So we're good on that. I went through all the info. We're good. I don't need to read none of this stuff anymore. You know, the Meltdown, they're pretty good for this stuff. Hey, why'd they put my guy here? POV, you're watching Kramer read the cult sub. Is that Kramer? Oh, my bad. You know who that looked like to me? Reading the book? It looked like Oliver's Papa. That's what I thought it was. Oliver's Papa's my man. He's back in the fold. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm done. I'm done messing around on this the Meltdown, whatever it is. Hey, Billy, you know what happened to you? Why'd you get off the board, bro? I just want to know that answer. Like, give me the real reason why you're mad at Ryan Marshall, because it got your ass out of that company that you don't own. That your grandfather went ahead and got margin called on. All right, everything else we're good. Billy has children. I feel bad for them though already. Yeah, the internet lives forever. That's my problem, SBF. There you go. Lamar Jackson for the Super Bowl. I really don't care about that stuff. Did you watch my feed? I made ribs. Yo, hot this year. If you made ribs, bro, I'm out. I'm telling you right now. I don't even care about your ribs. I don't care about none of that shit. Anyway, guys, if you guys need anything, you know where to find me. I think I'm playing music from on my way out. Yeah, I am. All right, guys, GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I will not be live tomorrow. I'll do some update videos. I'm going to be doing some DD for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be working on GameStop's annual report. I'm going to do they're going to get a 10Q video. They're going to get a 10K video. And I'm also going to do AMC's 10K video coming up real soon. Just know the movie theaters are dead as ever. They will not be making money this quarter. Quarter 4 was terrible. Quarter 1's already really bad. Even worse than last year. So it's not looking good. And I don't care. Wonka's not going to carry you, bro. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires. Peace.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you. I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.
I do this for the kids who sit a bit outside the mix, who maybe cope through humor just to fit in for a bit, who never let the world know when depression's setting in. To all of those who know you, that impression don't exist, and it ain't counterfeit, it's just a way to counter it. I'm living things I dreamed about, I still encounter it. It ain't something that a cigarette or alcohol can fix, but all because of it I flipped it quick, went on to write some hits. This a success, off another breath. This the first step in searching to be nothing less than be the best in what you do, to prove their strength in being you. Learn so much in chasing dreams that I never would in school. Depends on where your passion lie, just no passion never lie. Life presents distractions, but your actions have to fortify the things that you believe in. Have to scream it like a battle cry, and leave the ones who didn't looking stupid while they're asking why. Couldn't lie, I really do this for the ones I love, those who treat the music as a vice and lyrics like a drug, those who need advice on how to lift their spirit high enough to break out of the box they make up lives they know aren't good enough. Just because it's how it is don't mean it's how it has to be. This is what the uninspired testifiers fail to see. Jealousy results from being that which others fail to be, and if it means you're not with me, that honestly sounds fair to me.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you you inside. That's why I do this for you.
Do this for my mother, she'll be working for the summer. Do this for my father, cause these days I often wonder what my life would have been like if I was not adopted. To grow up in a home where I was treated like a problem. I don't know, it's just a guess. Your guess probably good as mine. Lucky that I grew up in a home that wanted me to shine. Lucky that I grew up around some mountains we were taught to climb. Without that inspiration, I don't think that this would be my life. Do this for my friends who've scattered all across the country now. I'm out in Sweden walking back through life so I can write it down. Make a living off the sound. So crazy to say out loud. I'm the biggest thing since Travis.
Just want to say thank you to Sharon. Thank you for the free memberships for the channel. I really appreciate you. Thank you to a Legend of B for sending a super chat through. And I just want to thank everyone for this week. Had a crazy week, man. Had a crazy week. Had a crazy month so far. And just want to say thank you to everybody. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. And you guys know this is a dream of mine, being a YouTuber. And I can only do this. You guys make it possible. So the more you watch, the more you talk, the more you share, and the more you support me, obviously, it can change my life. And it has already. So I hope I can change your life by giving you the information you need and being the support system that I have been for you and vice versa. So it's a partnership. It's mutual. And I'll keep grinding. I'll be right here when you guys wake up. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires. Peace.